Cheers, everybody. I'll just go live. Am I? Yeah, it's counting. Okay, cool. Let's put on some background photo. Be all and I'll be the end all. Payback is a real bitch. There we go. Fair enough. Cheers, everybody. Hello. What's going on? I still have hair, man. I still have hair. What do you think? Unbelievable. It's hanging on by a thread, my son always says. But I still have it, eh? Unbelievable. My last little swallow of sugar-free Red Bull. I haven't had this in years, actually. Like 2 years. Still tastes like sweet tarts and shit. But I actually have an ginseng energy drink over there. I might hit that later. I might. Still just puffing along. Have a bubbling. Have a bubbling component for Pinky. I don't know why we got kicked out, but hey, we did. So there we go. I got copyright last time. What was it for? What was it for? I definitely got it. Excuse me. If I didn't do that right for any reason or I can't be heard or whatever, let me know in the chat. Cheers. Sound on sound. Ooh. Whiskey and a white claw. Man, I'll tell you what, Pinky, if you're listening or gonna come in, shit, you gave me quite a giggle remembering how it went back in the DC days, with the little I'm gonna call it a scavenger hunt list and whatnot. So come up here and I'm gonna say that because that shit is so funny. You tickled the shit out of me, getting that back up into my mind. Mm. Hipsters, man, of every color and every taste. Hipsters, bro. Nothing really ever changes. Yo, that's so funny, dude. No joke. No fucking joke. Excuse me. I think my Facebook is now button pushable on YouTube, but anyways, there is that Facebook. I'm sure it's in reverse, but it's Horror Biz. HorrorBizz. Facebook. Not my name. There we go. All right, there we go. Now we can flip the tape, eh? But yeah, when you come up, man, I'm gonna talk about it being a scavenger hunt. Ugh. I did not want this like kinda sweet. What the fuck, dude? I don't want no sweet, you know? This is bad. Let's see. Theoretically, that sounds good for you, but I am not, playing for you. Just over there in the corner. Click like, why don't you? You want 25% off a weed cig like that? I got a code for you. Code JoE, man. Promo code JoE. You want 25% off some bullshit like this? Gotcha. Gotcha. Now, when I get down to that last third, it'll start getting harsh, right? Just an honest assessment. But if you want 25% off, that's nothing to scoff at. I got a code for you. JoE promo code. Affiliation. Yo, what's up, Shaw Woman? How can I explain who Pinky is? Pinky will have to show up. She asked, she said go live and, she'll have to show up. I can't explain who Pinky is. You know what I mean? It's hard to do because Pinky is one of a kind. How about you, Shaw Woman? How would you explain who is Shaw Woman? Hopefully she'll show up and then explain for herself. You know what I mean? Biscuits. Cookies and cream. Oh yeah, dude. I'm smoking a weed cig. It's a THCA, but I do enjoy. I have 25% off code. 25% off. Yep. But yeah, I do enjoy it. I'll never write down that code because they don't pay me, but you guys could use it. It's a promo code, JoE. Pinky, get your ass over here. You're right. Pinky, get into it. Yeah, I don't know. She said go live, and I sent her the link, but just chat in, Pinky, and if you missed anything, we'll fix it up. Oh, Shall Woman is a hot mess at the moment. Hot mess. Oh, you'll be okay. You'll be okay, Shall Woman. It all takes time, man. Please click the likes. Come on now, click the likes. Be fair on that one. Okay, let's see. Let me put something in the background. A nice Minnie Manson drawing, eh? Minnie. Let's see. Oh, just Minnie playing golf. Just Minnie, being a rich millionaire and all that. What's up, Neo? How you doing, Neo, my brother? Well, apparently, Neo, Shall Woman is being a hot mess right now. You're still trying to move? Oh, yeah. How far? How far? Yeah. It takes time, and it also takes, you know, being of good humor, enjoying yourself. Plan first. Don't jump. Don't ever jump and try to do a bunch of action. Blah, 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 blah. It'll be all chaos, dude. Plan. Look, plan, and then do. Profundity of experience. Impact of action. How do you get impact of action? Whoosh. How do you do it? You do it by planning before you jump. Please click the like. Thank you, guys. Moving on up to the east side in a deluxe apartment. Beans don't burn on the grill. Took a whole lot of trying just to get up that hill. What's up, Neo? Hell yeah, bro. I hope I don't press the wrong buttons here. When you move, this is the issue, dude. The anxiety level when you move to a new place is it's like uncalculable, Because when you move to a new place, you only know one thing. All of my future starts here. Everything that's happened in the past is tied to a different place. You didn't get the link? Oh, I sent it to your email, Pinky, or did I send it to somebody else's? Ha ha ha. Don't you know I don't have your phone number? Beans don't burn on the grill. Took a whole lot of trying just to get up that hill. And then today, 227 was all in my mind. Jack A, Check your email, Pinky. If I got it wrong, I got it wrong. But it's Rose, right? I sent it to Rose. Pinky. Hi, Pinky. Yo, Neo, of course. Yeah, Pinky is in Shawman. Yes, thanks, of course. Neo's doing the work out there. Shawman wants to know who you are, Pinky. It's in spam. Yeah, because usually what I do is I spam people. I'm on that list. Look at Minnie. Minnie is playing super golf with the rich rock star millionaires out there, man, playing with fucking Coolio before he fucking died, you know? That's Minnie and Coolio out there. You see? Before he fucking died. It is spam. Don't take it wrong, it is spam. Well, when they said who is Pinky, I guess Pinky's got to answer who is Pinky, you know? Yo, Hobo, what's up, man? I'm having a good night, man. How you doing, bro? Thumbs up to you. Hobo, share your link so that everybody can sub in. I'm going to turn off my little side music anyway. Excuse me, because I believe Pinky is coming up. There's just some kids playing baseball, you know, that you got that one kid, you know, that redheaded kid right there, and then you got Haynes right there, and then you got that other blonde headed kid right there. Fair to Midland. That's right, man. That's what we always say, man. I'm fair to Midland, and it's finer than frog's hair. That's what we say, right, Neo? Yo, what's up?
Yay, that worked.
Did you hear what Hobo said? He said fair to Midland. And I had this lady over here, Southern black lady, who said we were working on like phones, right? And I'm just like you, like with the headphones and the Houston, like the little mic and all. You know? So,
Yeah.
anyways, I'm working in there, and so this old Southern black lady asked this kid, like, "You understand what I said?" Because every Saturday it was like extra work, and so you only had to do it every other or whatever. And she said, "Fair to Midland." And I said, "That means you're doing okay. It's in the middle." She had me explain it to the other lady. She was like, "You tell her what it means, you know." So
Yeah.
he said that, and then what did I say? I can't remember right now, but I said something really funny actually. God damn it, I can't remember, but it was really funny. It was another little southern thing, you know, talking about a bug or something. I don't remember. Shit, what did I say? Smug as a bug in the road. I don't remember.
The boll weevil.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah. Hi,
Oh
Hazel.
well. It was so, you know, I was so crisp and witty, and since it was 4 minutes ago, I'm lost. I'm lost. So you win. Hi, Pinky.
Hi. We got
And
Miss Hazel.
Shao Woman says, "Who is Pinky?" Pinky has to introduce herself.
Oh, okay. I'm Pinky of the Pinkies. I'm Pinky 2. I used to be Pinky 1. Before that I was Panamint Patty, and before that I was Rose Blue, and before that I wasn't anything. That goes way, way back. The beginning of my internet life. I first got the internet in let's see, 1993, I think.
Cool. Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
I spoke with somebody today about 1987 bulletin board services, but I don't remember who I was speaking with.
Uh-huh.
So I forgot. But yeah, we had this like crazy situation where, you know, because intelligence community, I was staying over at another guy's house, you know, and his dad was in and my dad was in, and, you know, they did different things, but we had that old 87 internet or whatever, where you take the phone and you put it on and you have some baud. It's BAUD. You can't
Mhm.
measure it in like kilobits or whatever. It's baud. I don't know what
Yeah.
the fuck that was, but we had less than 100, and we played text games, which are like choose your own adventure books, because they have answers to whatever you say, you know. And we did stuff like that. But man, in 1983 and 84, I was a fucking toddler, but I was on the phone. And I would go and prank, and everything it said temple. I said, "Hello, Ashanti Temple," you know. And I was such an asshole. I was like such a sarcastic little bitch that just grew up, you know. And like that's it. So like we did all that weird shit. Now when
You
we
know,
were on that
we had a gaming
1987,
console. I had a
what's that?
gaming console, I think in 79 or 80. It was the original Tandy Pong gaming console.
Yeah, my
That was
dad
the
had to
earliest
do that.
thing we had.
My dad in the 70s, they gave him every gaming console because he was in Department of Defense. So they had to give it to him. He had to test it. He had to do touch screens, and he told him touch screens aren't working because of the globe of the glass. You know what I mean? Like, so they made him do that shit. So when we got a ColecoVision in like 1980, that was the best. It had the
Wow.
little driving car thing and the shifting thing and the little button thing. You know what I mean? Like we loved it. We were stupid
And
because in
he had to do that
1980
for
we were
work.
stupid. We had a remote for our beta, but it was wired. You could be 4 feet away and go ding, 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 instead of just pushing over there. We were stupid in 1980. But like I said, at least I was already hustling my sisters out of everything. That was the whole deal. Being charming.
Oh my god. So he had to test all that stuff for work,
He
for
had to.
security.
And so there's
Wow.
three machines that do the best computing in the world, right? And now the intelligence community has two of them. And you know who has the other one? The
Who?
Church of Jesus Christ of Latter day Saints.
Well, until this fucking quantum computing starts to take off, they had to turn Willow off because they freaked everybody out so bad with it.
But do
You
you know
know
why they have that and they've had that for that many years?
why?
Because they let those computers data process like birth and death records and they baptize the dead.
Yes, yes,
They
because back
they
in the
have one
70s
of
and
three
80s,
machines
mom,
IBM made for making the most accurate computations so that they can baptize the dead. What
yeah,
is that? Why wouldn't you just
genealogy.
make it up? Because
Yeah.
when people are all mad about like Bohemian Grove and shit, and you go to Bohemian Grove and you look at all the bullshit they write around, you realize it's nonsense. You realize they don't care about anything. So why would you need a real computer to tell you you're okay to baptize the dead? Just
Mm.
baptize the dead.
It's very important to them, and let me tell you, I mean, it came in handy. My mom was doing our genealogy back in the 70s and 80s. She was really into it. She wanted to find out where the family came from, and at that time, the only people that had the records was Latter-day Saints. So she had to go to them quite a bit. I don't know if it was free or if she had to pay a little fee or what. I have a feeling it was probably free.
It was free
You know,
because they make so much money. Come on, man. Just to
and
leave
they
us
wanna, like,
alone, I'll
pull
give
you
you
in
whatever you
control
want for
somehow. It's
free.
like, "Here, let
Absolutely.
me tell you about your
I'm
family."
telling you, they have
Yeah.
one of those machines to count fucking death records when you can just throw out baptisms. You could just make shit up like Earl of Tonga, like whatever. Who the fuck cares? Who's listening? Joseph Smith is not.
Yeah, yeah. The white lizard? You don't believe in the white lizard on the rock, Joe?
You know what
No?
happened on the rock? Muhammad's fucking or wife or whatever used a piece of glass and she was like, "Oh, I see the moon," and like that's the hugest religion. The hugest religion is Allah, the moon goddess.
Yeah.
We just did Eid. We just had moon events. We're now in like it's a bad time right now. Actually, it's a very void time for the moon for Allah. I mean, I'm serious, guys. Be careful. Don't make big decisions right now. I'll pull out the cards. No, just don't make big decisions right now. It's a bad time. But look, literally, like somebody's wife picked up a piece of glass, looked at the rock that you mentioned, Peter or Pompous Peter, got
Pompous
misled,
Peter! Who
got
was that
misled.
guy? Who was that guy, man? He was such a weirdo, man.
You
Oh my
remember
god.
his name. You said it last time. I'm not going to say it right
Brady.
now.
He's Brady. Yeah.
He called me some jerk off. So, I mean, I don't like name callers because they always hide more void and they always take more later. Because obviously, if you just name call, you're holding something back. And it's just your black, ugly soul. And, my beautiful soul is not going to be sucked up by your bullshit.
No. All right.
Protection on that. I'll take this Peridot off because Peridot's supposed to be for protection. but I'm all about subversion, so I'll take that off and just protect myself.
Oh. Oh, I got my White Claw.
White Claw. It's for white people.
Pretty
Jimmy
much.
couldn't even drop a joke on me,
I am the
but he knows
demographic.
that.
I'm an old white lady. I drink White Claw. I am the demographic for sure.
Right, right, right. That's why we're gonna turn like, oh, some Karen told on him into some Grady said something.
Some great.
Some
Oh,
passive aggressive.
oh my God. Well, that guy, he came on and he was like so upset that he didn't have enough bandwidth
Yo, Sean, big up.
for the streaming to run properly. And he said, well, it's because, he had all these big files because he was a digital creator. And I remember saying, well, why don't you have any, like external hard drive space or something to put your digital creations onto? And that's when things started to go south. That's when he was like, "Mm."
Yo, she was stoned like she had a girlfriend or something, She was stoned. God damn. Biblical whore.
Oh, what am I missing? I can't really see what's going on
Oh
in the
no,
chat.
no, no. Cow woman was she's fucking stoned like a biblical whore right now. Like she was doing laundry for the neighbor and they got suspicious.
Oh,
I think she's just equating that to being high. But Sean is going to send something tomorrow. That's cool, bro. Oh yeah, tomorrow's only Tuesday. Yeah, that's the thing, man. We're not preparing for fun. We're preparing for work because it's the beginning of the week. Excuse me. So, are they making you go in person?
me?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have to go in person 2 days a week right now. It's supposed to be four starting in but the problem is there's not enough space for us. So, what they did is they sent a letter to the Department of General Services from my department saying, if we're to move to the May building, we need an additional 2 floors.
Hmm.
If you want us to do the mandate of 4 days a week. So
Right.
either we stay where we are now in the current building, and maybe do 4 days a week, or we go down there and we get 2 additional floors to do 4 days a week. But the parking situation is really fucked up. The parking is really bad. I don't think there's going to be enough parking for everybody to get their car into the parking lot and actually be able to do their 4 days a week. Even though we're being asked to pay for parking, that's fine. That's a good chunk out of your salary. It's close to $100 a month, so
Yeah.
$1,200 a year for parking. But they should be able to guarantee you that you'll have a place to park for
Yeah.
that. So you can go to your job, and they don't have that. So it's kind of a fucked up situation right now. I really don't know what the end scenario is going to be. I think for everything to settle out the way the governor wants it, it's not going to happen on July 1st. It's going to take a year or 2 years maybe for him to
Yeah. Yeah.
get what he intended because it's just too complicated.
Look at what I had to do, Pinky. Look at Shao woman. Thank you so much. But look what I had to CB. I had to call you out of the woods now. He'll be back soon. I had to call him out of the woods, and he'll be back soon. My
I
goodness,
can't fucking read this. It's so tiny.
is it? I'm pretty night blind, and I can kind of barely read it, but it is tiny. But
It is tiny.
stoned like a gravel road, stoned like a biblical whore. You know, uh,
Stone
but
like a
no,
gravel road. Joe the man, my homie. I'll be back soon. Okay, I can see it now, but I have to like hold it up to like my fucking face like this before I can see anything.
it's so funny because CB was like somebody I banned so long ago
Yeah.
because I was like, "Oh, you're just trying to fake my friend's name or whatever," and you come up here and you say something shitty, and I banned them. But you know how YouTube has like their little analytics and shit in the background, and I kept seeing CB watching me for 4 months. And I was like, why is this person that I banned still watching me for 4 months? And then I unlock it, and CB comes back up and like, I didn't mean nothing, Joe. You know what I mean? Like all this shit. And I was like, are you serious? Like I banned you. You've been watching me. And then Sean, who's already been in here saying he's gonna send me my box or whatever, um, he watched me for like 4 months again when you could see those analytics, and he did not subscribe. And then like 4 months later, he did. And I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, these people are so smart. I like smart people. There's a lot of other people, but I like the smart people. If there's 20 fairly well adjusted individuals that are in here in a while and, five outliers, that's pretty good. Because even in the beginning, like a year and a month ago or whatever, a year ago, actually, things changed because it was my birthday and that was a big up. But before that, okay, there would be four people watching and I would talk, and Doug would say, who are you talking to? And, Doug's in here tonight. And he would say, who are you talking to? Because there's four people here. And I was like, I think they're going to watch it tomorrow. And every time 20 people would watch it the next day, they really would. And I was like, okay, I'm doing the right thing because I didn't do this. I didn't turn this on until I was challenged, number one, and number two, until I already entertained myself. I could just look at the wall and talk to it anyway. Might as well turn on this little dot of a camera, in a phone. I don't have any tech, but I will get tech, and then things will get good.
Well, I'm not sure how to turn off the camera while I smoke a bong hit, so I'm just gonna move over
You
here for
can
a
do
minute.
it though. We do it all the time on this channel. No, fuck that. Look at
What?
mine. Remember, mine is the here, let me get the bullshit background off. Hold on. Mine is the Rumplemans.
Oh, very
And
nice.
you see,
Yeah.
and I have several actually different bowls that I put in it, but let's bubble right on, there's no issue with that. I need to put some new weed in mine. Zed's place is in the house. It's been forever. Blah blah blah. Laters. Why? Blah blah blah. Blah. Why, Zed? Yo, Stinkbug, what's up, my man? Stinkbug, that's so funny, bro. I thought you were talking about me. I was like, I didn't tell you to do anything or whatever. Yo, and you were talking about other dude. I got it. I figured it out. I had to watch it again. Terrell, your way. What's up, Thomas? How you doing, man? Everybody's in the house. We got Pinky over here. I guess she's pulling some rips. Pulling some rips. Let's go. Today is a 1 year anniversary of your father's passing. Oh, brother. But it's been a rough year. Yes, sir. Your father's gone. Yo, I just talked to my father yesterday, Stink Bug, because my young sister, my only young sister, she was born yesterday, April 6th, 1979. I was born April 12th, 1978. So I talked to my dad yesterday. I called it Fatherhood Day. Happy Fatherhood Day. He was a little bit thrown. And I was like, no, 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 because you're only a father because you gave birth to somebody like my sister. Thank you for the work, Dad. I know what you did. And I told him, I didn't tell him, but anyways, that's Dutch tradition. And so then we called my sister and we just sang happy birthday with the kids. And she was so happy because that's when my mother, she died in October, but when it was your birthday, you don't answer your phone the first time. You have to wait and let her voicemail sing. So my sister did the same thing, and we've been doing this for years now with my kids. And I fucking make sure they do it. I say, you got to go happy birthday, like in unison, together, in tune, like, oh, fuck you, and you got to push that button. It's like, would you like to review this message? No, it's wrong. Delete, redo. So we've been doing that for years. But now that my mother is not the first to it, my sister gets it yesterday, and she's like, "That was so touching to me because it was like mom." And I was like, "Well, it's just my kids, and we've been doing it, but we gotta honor mom, and we do more mom things now. Now that she's gone, we take it up. You got the pizza for your grandma."
Most grandmas love pizza. Most grandmas love beer with their pizza.
Whose
It's
body? Whose body you found? I
pizza
think
and
Stink
beer go
Bug.
together like I don't know, apple pie and cheese.
Yeah, but Stink Bug found whose body? Oh, your father. You found your father's body. Yo, I'm sad, man. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I don't mean to yawn.
No, 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 no,
It's
no.
not any kind of commentary.
Sorry, I don't mean to blink or whatever. It's totally normal, you know. Yeah, I hear you. So actually, Stinkbug found his father's body a year ago, and his father died a year ago. You know what I mean? So hell yeah,
Oh,
bro.
a year ago
I
today?
understand. You know?
A
Yeah.
year ago today is the date?
Yep.
Yeah, anniversaries, yeah, that anniversaries mean a lot to me, stink bug, I'm sorry, yeah, it's probably heavy on your mind 1 year later. It's hard to believe, I mean, when something like that happens, it's kind of a shock, but then to
Oh,
be reminded of it, the same date comes back around and you're like, "Oh, holy fuck." I haven't I never found my dad, deceased, but, I like to think I understand a little bit, and I'm really sorry for your loss.
yes, sir, man. And you know what? I mean, I don't know how you ended up here, but at least like all we have is support for you. You know what I mean? Like you're here, and I want you to feel good. Anything that'll bring you up will do, whatever, like stuff like that. So I'm glad you're talking to us about it. He wants you to please what? Or release that image
Do
whenever
what?
you get that image. Immediately make yourself recall a good memory. Hmm. Oh, to get rid of an old image and replace it with a good memory. Right.
No.
I think I understand that. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you'll never replace an image of finding somebody's body. I'm sorry. That's something that's definitely okay. So I did have a baby die in the basement of the place I was in, and so, because I was baptized, I know what I can do. I can baptize, I can do last rites, and I can do one more thing that I can never say. But I did both the baptize and the last rites because the kid was already dead. And I actually freaked when I thought maybe it was twitching up, but it wasn't. So I did those things and they ended up being Baptist anyway. And, it's not that I'm Catholic, but I do have the right and I used it because I'm du Molay anyway. But anyway,
Well, that's a wonderful thing to do for the family, for real. That's yeah.
they took it as a good gesture. It doesn't apply to them, but we tried.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was just the most respectful and caring thing we could do at the time because it was too late for anything good. Everything was bad, you know. It was too late for anything good to happen. We were just trying to skew it less bad. It's hard to explain.
Where'd you go? All I see is oh, there you are. Okay.
That's awesome. So what's going on, Piggy? What are you gonna do this week?
Oh, so my friend Veda is coming down from South Lake Tahoe, and I'm so excited. So, we have some things planned. We're gonna go see a comedy show. We're gonna
Do
go to
you
the
know who
old
the comedians are?
cemetery. We're gonna get a pedicure. We're gonna go to the Asha Urban Baths and sit in the hot water. We're gonna smoke some pot. We're gonna work in my garden.
Doesn't
It'll
feel like it's been a year mostly. He
be
needs
really
me
nice.
to read this. He's gonna delete it. I'm sorry. Doesn't feel like a year. It's been a year, right? But mostly sad for grandma, right? But he wants to delete this though. But he's on the ground between a pistol and a bottle with vodka. Hopefully
Mhm.
that says enough. You mean that's actually not just your memory, but also in photo or something? Yeah, delete the message. I'm sorry. The only reason I read it, Pinky, is because he wants to delete it. I did not mean to interrupt. I understand where you're at
No,
with
no, that's
Beta
okay.
and the trip. I was just trying to catch up to
No,
him.
that's
I'm
important.
sorry.
Yeah, it's important.
I mean, he's not a man of many words. You can go to his channel and probably figure that out. He's a man of many meals. I'll tell you that. Um, he takes a lot of showers, so I bet he's clean. He sleeps and he eats, so I bet he's healthy. And I don't know where he gets all that beard from. So I'm sorry. I had to make a little bit light of that because I wasn't trying to interrupt you, but I had to deal with that.
What time is it?
West Coast or me?
West Coast.
It is 8:26.
Oh, okay. I'm good.
Cool. Yeah, a lot of my West Coast people they want to come up at 8:10, and I'm good with
Eight
that. Yeah.
8 to 10 or 8:10 p.m.
8 dot 10 p.m. 8
Okay.
colon 10.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? You know what I
yeah.
mean?
It's
Colon.
a fun time right now. This is a fun
Yeah.
time. Yeah,
Their time. It's dinner time, I guess. Late dinner time. Are you going to
yeah.
the spaghetti factory? No, it's closed. Too much staph infection, whatever. Oh my gosh. When you talked about Commander Salamander, oh my gosh. Okay. The Georgetown, that's what I figured out. It's like what is that thing they do? Scavenger hunt in the neighborhood. There's like a
Yeah.
little card. You have to go do those things. You're like, where's the Haagen Dazs? Oh.
Right, right.
There's a shitty club down in the fucking water gully, in like the gully where the water is. There's a shitty club down there. You gotta find that place. Oh, you know what I mean? It's so funny. And yeah, yeah, yeah. Gotta go to Commander Salamander. They used to have a huge Sunny surplus. You know, my favorite thing nobody knew because it only existed for like 3 years. It was the cartoon museum. So you go in the cartoon museum. Now I worked in Georgetown. That's the only reason I know. I worked on M Street, and I would walk across the street, and like there was a very famous porno shop everybody had to go to. But then the next little cut where there was a few parking spaces that nobody knew. It was really like I'm saying, it was like a fucking scavenger hunt card. All the art kids, like gotta go there, and they did all that.
Right.
And anyways, but there was this cartoon gallery, and I used to go in there, and they had these cells of Danger Mouse, and I would just look at them. They were $300 original Danger Mouse cells, and I would look at them and put them back, and I was just like, please, like I wish just one. That wasn't on the card, but there you go. DC is varied, and they closed down. They never sold a fucking thing. They never sold a thing.
Okay. Yeah.
Just stayed there till they ran out. The deli I worked at DC, they didn't pay their rent. They did not pay their rent. They just stood their ground. That's all they did. They fucking the guy that my owner's brother, he knew how to hit um what do you call them, like the little those little meter machines like to pay your thing. He knew how to hit them, and he would just hit them, turn everybody's on for like 8 hours a day. I'm like, what the fuck, man? What's up, assistant manager? Nothing. Just setting the meters for everybody. I don't know, Pinky. I don't have much to say. That's why I'm saying all that bullshit. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's funny that you knew about
actually
Commander
setting up.
Salamander because yeah, I'm big badass because I get to walk around with a spike that I screwed into my shoulder on my thing.
Yeah, I know it's only 8:30, but I don't know. I'm kind of running out of steam. I feel like I'm not like the best guest right now, so I'm gonna like hop down off of here. But I appreciate you having me. I always have a good time with you, Joe. It's fun.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, I'll be around. You be around, okay?
Yes, I'll be around.
Have fun with Beta.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know if I can go to the West Coast, man, because I don't know why I would ever come back, and we have to be simple. Squatter business. Everything's crazy business, man. Yeah, dude, they don't pay. Yeah. And that's nothing, dude. The other people didn't pay either. Like, the people who had money that I knew, they didn't pay either. They lived in another place. But it was oh yeah, I'm sorry to Pinky, yeah. But no, there was this other fucking place. Yeah, take care, Pinky. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this other place, but they were the brothers that I knew. Excuse me. They had multi businesses, Pakistanis. They had money. Guess why they didn't pay rent? They didn't pay rent because that place was a mall. If the people in the mall disappear, you don't have a mall. So they just didn't pay rent. And they were like, what are you gonna do? If we leave, you don't have a mall. Boom! That's straight gangsterism, kids. That's some shitbird politics. I'll be right back. Give me like 2 minutes. We'll start bubbling again. I'm not hungry yet. Excuse me. Excuse me, bitch. Just kidding. Just kidding. Where's Ever? Take care, Pinky. Take care, Pinky. Damn. Atlantic Records. Really? Really? Is that Atlantic Records? Damn. Yo, Pinky is a joy. Double do. Well, it is a double record, right? It is a double record. But this one is on Atlantic, you know, as if it was fucking what? Whitney Houston or something. You know what I'm saying? Or no, she was on Arista. I'm sorry. She was on Arista. I love Whitney Houston. She was the best. No disrespect. She was on Arista. Sorry. Clive Davis. Clive Davis, Arista Records. Yo, Dr. Space Monkey. Am I right? Am I right? I'm talking about the grand Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston was on Arista Records, signed by Clive Davis. Good evening, not good Dan. What's up, Zed? Zed came back to pick your other nostril. Oh my gosh, Zed. I know you weren't happy last time. Jeez. Did I really? Hold on. Let me get the head cleaner in. I'll clean them. I'll put the head cleaner in them. One nostril, other nostril, head cleaner. I found a head cleaner, man. Yo, that head is clean, man. Yeah, R.I.P. Whitney, man. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Big up to all of New Edition, bro. Big up Bobby Brown. Big up New Edition. Big up Bobby Brown. It's time for some cocaine. It's time for some cocaine. I don't know, man. I don't speak that language. I think Google Translate, man. Yo, Space Monkey, did you enjoy your delivery, bro? How'd it go, bro? Woo! You guys are cuckoo go nuts, man. You guys are crazy, man. Look at my favorite company, man, Zigzag. They make this one in a thin. Zigzag is thin, you know. Uh, they put the extra foil package into it. Well, 1.5 is too wide for my face, right? But here we go. That's a double wide. Why do they call that a 1.5? 1.5 what? You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, I'll back it up here and I'll cut it right. Chick here, and this is how we pouch them out. And come on now, come on now. Ooh, obey, obey. Yeah, there we go. I know, man. But the head ain't clean. The head ain't clean. Bum, ba dum, bum. The head ain't clean. Bum, bum. Oh, wait, happened. What happened? What happened? Okay, here we go. All right, so far that's what I'm gonna take. 3/4 of a G right there. 3/4 of a gram right there for sure. Tops. We're gonna put some spinner in them. We're gonna put some grape grabba. That's how we're gonna do it. The rest of the grape grabba, I believe. Yes, you see, the purple grabba smells like fucking shit. Anyway, mm-hmm. Back them up. There we go. Is my nostril not clean yet? Let me see. This is going to be very thin, I think. Yeah, it is. Oh. But it's also my favorite company, and it's what they call a thinner paper, you know? So it should be all right. I'll be up on Saturday. Saturday will be my birthday. Yo, this Marquis baby, are you down with it? I arrived at a house, knocked on the door, not having no idea of what the night had in store. I'm like a freaking heat, a dog without warning. My appetite is love, cause me so honey. Me love you long time. Boom, 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 boom. Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum. You said you was alone until you met me. I was the first to dress you up and make you sexy. You tell your parents that we're going out. Never to the movies, just straight to my house. You said it yourself. You like it like I do. Put your lips on my dick and suck my asshole too. I'm a freaking heat, a dog without warning. My appetite is sex, cause me so horny. Okay, we stop. We stop now. No copyrights. No copyrights. I'm sorry that it went over me head. Somebody say, yeah, we want some pussy. E-I-E-O, E-I-E-O. Old McDonald had a farm, E-I-E-O. Sorry, I will turn them down. You hush, you two livers. You hush. Knock on the door, not having no idea what that night had in store. I'm like a freaking heat, a dog without warning. For sex, cause me like, oh man. Okay, what we were talking about is the stock market crashes. I don't have any advice. I'm not qualified to give you any advice. Um, but you will have to protect your assets. Understand that, if there's a deep, deep crash, it may be temporary. So you may recover like very soon if you just hang in, or you may have lost everything forever. All right. I'd like you to enjoy that thought. I have no stock in the matter. I have no skin in the game. You know how I live? Shall woman or shall wo man? Shall woman or shall wo man? Well, okay, my father, who the fuck cares? Like above my father, like who's top authority in my life? He's the father, I'm the son, and my sons are the Holy Spirit, right? So he's the top authority in my life. And now that he understands most of these things, I have no stock in anything. I'm a live a day, live a short term type person. And now that my father even understands and accepts and, you know, literally condones the fact that I'm a live a day, I'm right with everything in the strata. Everything is lined up. All the pins are in place, and this engine will just keep rocking until the wheels fall off, right? So, but now that he really understands that too, I can be a live a day person. There's no shame anymore, because I don't care. His perception is the last fucking gate. I mean, I know that it's skewed and human and imperfect, but if I pass his perception, it's almost like the gates of purity of heart, right? When you walk across in the never ending story or whatever, purity of heart. If I pass his acceptance screen, he's the top authority in my life, man. Be like Adam, for a Mormon. Like Adam, master of this earth for a Mormon, right? Think about it, guys. It's not weird, it's just what people associate with. hmm I was just blowing up the stock situation just to talk. Oh, this? Yeah, this is an actual like shirt head shirt. You know what I mean? So, like I'm saying, there's a label on the inside and on the outside, bro. You know what I mean? So yeah, Space Monkey. This thing is from Journeys, bro. It's a 2002 like literal like T-shirt head. Montana. You know what I mean? But hey, I wore it out. It ain't worth nothing now, right? It's just I still have it. Woo! It's my mound of skulls, man. My mound of skulls. I wear it on Halloween often, you know. So yeah, man. Thank you. But yeah, I mean, it is a real thing. But I'm gonna have to retire it soon. It's gonna start falling apart. I've had it since probably 2002, and it's from Journeys. And we used to get fashionable shit at Journeys back in the day. I used to go there and I would get Airwalks, because dude, Airwalks are the most comfortable fucking shoes ever. But I used to get Airwalks, but I would get special editions over there. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Uh oh boy, I got some little Docs, some little 3-hole Doc Martens that were purple with rainbow stitching at uh Journeys. I mean, that's like really pretty flamboyant, right? Purple rainbow stitching. You know why I got them? Space Monkey, it was back in the day, 89, 90, whatever. And what I did was I made them Mr. Bungle shoes. That's what I did. I took the purple with the rainbow stitching 3-hole Docs that Journeys had, and they were like, seriously, that's a flamboyant special. And I bought them, but before I took them out, I took them home and I painted them. And I painted them up as Mr. Bungle. Yeah, it's a cool shirt, man. My niece bought it for me. She bought me another one that time. I can't remember. I know it was one big skull. It was also like an old school, like good design, a t-shirt head thing. She was always cool with that. Back in those days, she was on it was a social media site called Black Planet, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, Black Planet. She was on there, but I don't know. They had their own fashion and all those things. But thank you, man. I hope you enjoy what you got. I don't know what the bashed up thing was about with the Tree of Life. Common Rider and the Queers and Meatloaf, Bat Out of Hell, huh? Bat Out of Hell. Hmm. You know what? Space Monkey, Danny, I didn't talk to him about it before because I'm waiting for my StreamYard time to get back. Danny from Sloppy Seconds is gonna come up on Thursday this week, the 10th. My birthday is the 12th. I'll be up. He's coming up on the 10th. Now, like he said last time, and he played music. Oh shit! I got a private number call. Hold on, I might have to take this. Oh shit, am I dead or alive? So he's gonna come back up. Like I said, he played a little bit last time, but we also had a clunky thing last time because he hasn't done such a thing, you know, and it's live. So it's not like it's scripted, it's not like it's edited, it's just on the fly, right? So he did so. The whole thing about me not having, StreamYard time until the 9th is totally true. So the 10th, which is Thursday, me and Danny Roadkill will be back up here because on the 9th, when I get my time back, we're going to meet backstage and test a little bit with StreamYard. Yeah. So I'll be up on the 10th on StreamYard with him so that I can play MP3 assets. He really says he's not going to play guitar, but he's also preparing for an acoustic solo shows. You know what I mean? So, yo, Shawwoman, I'll see you later, Shawwoman. Thank you. Thank you. See you so soon, okay? Thank you. Yo, Panda, what's up? Yo, Panda. How you doing, my brother? It's been a while, my man. All right, guys, I'm going to send You're good, man? Cool, man. Oh, I'm fine, man. How's life been treating you, Panda? You know I'm always in your channel clicking the likes and coming in, right? Anytime I can, brother. You know I do, man. Peace to you, brother. Yo, Panda, man. Are you getting ready for like like do you do boxing? Do you do like MMA, like mixed martial arts? Because you're a pretty big man, you know? Do you train with a bag? You're a pretty big guy, man. You probably do really well because you're really young. I'm old, you know. Somebody hits me in the head, my brain will go out the side, But you're a young guy, Thanks for all the likes, man. If we get 12, that'd be awesome, man. We never get like that. Maybe 11. Cheers, everybody. Yeah, so yeah, Danny will be back up on Thursday. We'll be in the background on Wednesday, and I have like MP3s that he sent me and stuff. So he wants to tell stories and not play guitar, but he might stand behind his guitar and maybe he will. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he will. So yeah, Panda man. Panda, you need to get your mod here, You gotta have some, protective armor. Yo, Frankie's in the house, bro. Catacombs. What's up, Frankie? Frankie, I don't want to start no blasphemous humors, but I heard that God's got a sixth sense of humor. I got 12. I got 12 likes, Frankie. Yo, I love you, Frankie, man. Thank you for blessing me with that presence, man. I got 12, man. We beat the 11, right? We beat the odds. We beat the odds, me Irishman, me friend. In Dublin's fair city, where the girls are so pretty, I first laid me eyes on sweet Molly Malone as she wheeled her wheelbarrow through streets broad and narrow, bringing gutter and Yo, Frankie and your brother Space Monkey's in the house, man. You guys are always together, man. You guys are awesome. Um, Space Monkey. I mean, I don't know anything, but based on your geolocation, by mail anyway, you seem very far apart from Frankie. Have you known each other for a long time online or something? Just because you seem like geologically separated, right? I'm just asking. Come with me on the hamburger train. Hamburger. Frankie, it's funny that you commented on my return to Motel Hell short because that was really, oh God, that was a hard day. And did you see my beard? So I showed my wife that like just a couple weeks after. And I was like, look at my beard, and she was like, you look like fucking Osama bin Laden. And I was like, I did. I was a refugee. She was there too. We had that hard day, but usually it was mostly me and the other kids, waiting over there. So Frankie, yeah, return to Motel Hell. You found that thing. That was like a horrible day. A horrible day, bro. But the hamburger train, no stop. You've known him? Yeah? Oh, wow. Dude, that's cool. How do you guys do that? How do you have that sureness? Oh shit, Ever just sent a short to me, motherfucker. Ever. Tch. Yeah, that's an interesting thing. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how to feel the way that you guys do about each other, remotely, right? Motel Hell. What do you mean you wanted to save our souls, Frankie? I mean, totally open to listen, just wondering. Okay, so Ever, I just sent you a joining link, I think. But I'm gonna turn off communication on the phone, I think. No, I'll leave it open for right now. I don't know. It's hard for me to tell. Not everybody's home. It's hard for me to tell. Oh, okay, Frankie. Okay. Well, there are people who saved us at that time, Frankie, and they are YouTube people, and they are real people, and they helped us for fucking 12. It says 412 up there, guys. 4 fucking 12. 412. You better change those likes and make it 13 or something because it says 412 and it's gonna say 412 for a while, isn't it? Isn't it? Anyway, Frankie, people did save us that time, and it wasn't our family, and it wasn't who you thought it would be. It was YouTube people, bro. Oh man, yeah. I've been watching movies and I've been thinking about movies, and man, if yesterday, I hope you saw Off Grid. He received movies from me. I watched those movies before I sent them to him. So I sent him Ghost Dog. So I watched Ghost Dog. I loved it. I enjoyed it. It was the best. So I watched Ghost Dog. I sent it to him. What else did I watch? That before I sent it to him, The Island of Dr. Moreau, a famous disaster movie, But I watched it and I sent it to him, and I enjoyed it so much. Broke Down Palace, sort of the new version of the Turkish prison hash smuggling movie, Broke Down Palace. Okay, now it says 312. It has nothing to do with my birthday. Great. Whatever, but that was losing a person. Okay, so I watched those movies. I sent them on. I watched Dr. Jekyll and Miss Hyde, and I sent that to him. What's up, Ever? How you doing, my brother, Ever Inferno? Ever, you should be able to join into this one by your phone. Ghost Dog is one of the best movies, and when Off Grid watches that, Dr. Space Monkey, he did an unboxing yesterday. Now, Matt, Poppy Carl Matt, did an unboxing today because I sent him a Fred Vogel signed poster, Fred Vogel August Underground signed poster. And so, yeah, we've been having good times here. Yeah, Val Kilmer, that's right. Yeah, I watched that movie and I enjoyed it. And I know, it's a fabulous disaster. I understand that. You saw that, but you don't know if you can join in. Why not? Why not, dude? Why would I send it to you if you couldn't join in? Shit, weirdo. Come on in, brother. Yeah, yeah. So Val Kilmer, Ghost Dog, Forrest Whitaker, Jim Jarmusch. Tony Longo is in that one. All the racism in the world. Oh, the very famous sort of native Indian actor. He's in it. Everybody's in it, man. Everybody's in it. His name is Sean. I forget his last name. JoE, God takes care of his children, and you will never want for anything. I know, Frankie. Frankie, are you even a human, or were you intervening at all these times? Like I said, I did have YouTube people who helped us when we were post fire hotel stuck, and they were real people and they helped us. What film have you not seen so I can send it to you? A film that I haven't seen that I would like to see. That sounds like what you're saying. A film that I haven't seen that I'd like to see. But it has to really exist, right? I can't pull one of those like, I want to play Polybius. I can't pull one of those games on you. All right, let's see. A film that I haven't seen that I want to see. It's not a film. It's not a film. Okay. Def Leppard. Not the best band in the world, kind of a derivative band, huh? I need a listenable copy of Def Leppard High and Dry. I don't, just give me a CD. Def Leppard High and Dry. I don't have a copy of it that I can listen to. I don't need a beautiful record or whatever. Just send me a CD, send me a bootleg, send me a burned copy. Give me one High and Dry by Def Leppard that I can listen to. You know? One of my best friends in the fucking world, another person who was born in the same hospital as me, his mama and my mama bled on the same mountain, in Cheverly, Maryland, right? We were reconnecting, and he was asking me, what could you give me? I said, the Rat EP, the 4-song Rat 12-inch. That's it. I don't need much in this world, guys. Even the things I need, I already fucking have. You know, I need a young and useless 7-inch. So what? I already have it. Like I can listen to it. I need one of these. I need a Polywog Stew 7-inch, right? Well, whatever. I can listen to it on here. I can listen to it over there, and I can listen to it over there on LP, on cassette, on CD. I don't have the original of Rat Cage. Yo, Tony Longo is the man. Yeah, he's the man, though. Yeah, he was like 450 pounds by the end, right? You guys know, you guys ever seen this shit with Coco Diaz, with Joey Diaz? You ever see this fucking pizza thing with Joey Diaz, man? Tony Longo, man. Feds. Feds is one of my favorite movies, guys. Minnie Manson also loves Feds as much as I do. Okay, now what was I saying? Frankie, that's what I'm saying, I don't really know what to make of that. You know what I mean? I really don't know what to make of that, Frankie. Um, like you know how you said you're one of the kindest, nicest people I'll ever meet. I don't know what to make of that. All I can do is just believe it, but I'm not used to something like that. Joey Diaz Pizza Place, yeah, yeah. Tony Longo is in this one. It's called Joey Diaz Italian Restaurant. Okay, now you see, big dude, 400 pounds right there, right? Look at that dude, right? Who is that? That's Tony Longo. You see him? That's Tony Longo right there. Frankie, Frankie, Frankie. Hey, Frankie, don't you make me get up. You know they ain't got no insurance here. They ain't got no insurance here. Frankie, you know they ain't got no insurance here. Yep. Don't you make me get up. My wife loves that shit too. There you go, bro. So yeah, rest in peace, Tony Longo. The sailor with the big fish, as they said in Feds. Don't you make me get up. You know they ain't got insurance here, Tony. Come on, Tommy. Whatever shit. Whatever. Your money is no good here. Yeah, obesity. Yeah, okay. I mean, like, yeah, he's 415 pounds. I saw him in Monk. He was in Monk. Um, I guess, pretty awesome, minus, I guess, people not liking OJ and, you know, for whatever reason but first and 10, Tony Longo, first and 10, he was in The Last Boy Scout, first and 10, uh, uh, the Last Resort, like National Lampoon's Last Resort. Oh boy, that was a fucking problematic movie, wasn't it there, Johnny? Oh no, your name's John.
Hello,
Hey,
Joe.
what's up, Ever?
What's up, man? Long
Not too
time no
much.
see.
Yeah, it's been like almost yesterday.
Almost yesterday. You know what's funny is that every time we do a little live, I like replay it and I'm like, man, why do I sound like that?
Are we trying to do okay, look, if we want to. Hello,
Uh-oh.
Ever. Say,
Yes.
my name is Ever. Hello, everybody. If you want me to help you with your morphemes and your speech patterns, we could do that.
Oh, really? Do you take insurance?
Well, I don't want to waste my channel time. No. I would
Wow.
do it for free, but we'll do it somewhere else.
Okay, okay. I'll just keep that internalized for now.
No, I'm totally kidding, man.
I just wanted you to know that I replay our lives, so
That's
you know.
weird, man. You're a weirdo. You
I
watch the shit over again? Man, you're so weird.
I don't think it's weird. I think it's like a nice like reflection, you know.
So I didn't live stream. I ran into a live streamer that my son met 1 mile that way or whatever, and I met 4 miles that way on the street, on the same street. Anyway, so I didn't know or think or whatever anything about it before that, really. Except, like I told you, I mean, I know what live streaming is. So, like the We Live in Public project, right?
Yeah.
That I sent you. Can you please explain to these people why you never heard of that creator?
Why I haven't heard of them?
Yeah, don't you think that's important or significant into the world that you came from, not me? I'm in the 70s. I could just be listening to Journey right now or just being like, where's the next Kansas, concert?
um, that's true. We're in a different time period.
So explain
Um,
yourself. How come you don't know where the, roots of that came from? Because you asked me, and obviously, dude was a little bit whack. But at the same time, didn't he really do like the first live stream production by doing "We Live in Public"?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I guess it.
Interesting.
Um, well, I wanted to show you something. I have
Yeah,
some stuff
please.
I've been wanting to show you. So let me actually I'll turn on my camera, but I'm gonna flip it so
You
you
don't
can
make
see
me
that.
get up. You don't make me up.
Oh,
That is that glass on the floor. You know they ain't got no insurance over here. You don't make me get up. Don't make me get up. My wife likes that. Don't let me get up. But I like they don't have insurance here. That's my favorite because that's what I would do in my neighborhood. I'd be like, because Ever, you love this, dude. The Chinese place that was right up in my strip mall right from my house, right?
hmm
You'll love this, Ever, dude. These
hmm
guys, this family that came, all the way here from China or whatever, they weren't taking any shit. And they wore like the finest gold. You know what I mean? And we lived where, you could get the finest gold, I guess. But they had it. And they had like ruffled shirts and they had all this shit. And you know what else they had? A 9 millimeter under the fucking little podium. So the one time somebody tried to rob him, he shot him 3 times in the chest and dragged him out in the street and called the police.
oh my gosh!
And they never got robbed again. The end.
I believe that's called open carry. Or
It's called you can't come in here and threaten me, self-defense.
don't threaten me with the good time.
Yeah, we'll take it. So what do you want to show me? Or did I already see it in the thumbnails?
Well,
Because those were
I'm
really
gonna
small. Those
I'm
were
gonna
really
show you.
small.
Okay, I will show you. Just calm down. 1 second. I have a few things I wanted to show you. And shout out to Frankie. Shout out to Frankie. We can't go on without Frankie. All right, let's see.
Oh, sure, they look autumnal. Mortal Kombat. Wow. Wow. It's not the movie. I saw the movie in the theater, man. That was awesome. Yeah, I never saw this. Yeah, that's awesome. That's what I said. It's not the movie. That's what I meant. Yeah, I've never seen that.
I have to check, but I only have one with me right now.
Well, that's
But
pretty
yeah,
damn awesome.
isn't this awesome? Yeah, I feel like I can flip it, but I'll keep it because obviously I love it. All right, and then I don't know if you've seen this before, but we're gonna use this in a little bit. This will tell you you place
That's
your
your
finger
oracle.
here.
Is that your Oracle?
Yeah, yeah. Jeff told me to buy it. It's
Yes.
called a fortune teller.
Oh
So we
shit,
can do a
man.
little bit of Q&A with this in a minute.
It looks
But
like a whole phone. Hey,
yeah,
hey, Doctor
it's
Space
more
Monkey.
heavy than
Space Monkey. He already said he'll answer you about top five, but I'm gonna give you this, Space Monkey. Number one
okay.
recommendation, because every time I've seen this, I have
Oh,
purchased it. And also off grid. I'll be sending this to you. You're gonna get this eventually off grid, this copy. Because every time I've seen this tape, I have bought it. Just like every time I see a Assassino record, I buy it. That's the guitar player for Brujeria. So if I see an Assassino, I buy it. But if I see a copy of Heavenly Creatures, I buy it. This is a film by, who was this made by? That guy from New Zealand.
oh, Gigi Allen.
Gigi Allen is not from New Zealand. He's from New Hampshire. This guy made the Hobbit movies, you dickhead.
Hello, off grid. How are you?
So you know who that is? It's the lady from the Titanic movie.
Yeah, she has a name. Do you really not know her name?
Yeah, that's why I said, what's her name?
Are you quizzing me? Okay,
Yes,
her name is Elizabeth? No, it's not Elizabeth. Yeah, it's no.
she is
Yeah.
English. She is English.
Is her last name oh my gosh. Kate Winslet.
Kate Winslet. Yes.
Kate Winslet. Okay,
Anyways,
there, see, I know what I'm talking about.
right. So, Peter,
Peter.
the
Peter
director of
Rabbit.
the Hobbit movies, man, Peter from New Zealand.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know you knew him on a first name basis, but yeah.
Peter,
Peter.
what? Peter.
Uh fucking Peter. God damn it. This is such a specific question. Peter,
What is? This is Jeopardy. What is Peter
huh?
Jackson off grid? So off
Okay.
grid. Yes, order
I'm not
off grid, and you
whatever.
off grid. Obviously, as I told you, you already win because this is gonna come to you anyway. But this is Heavenly Creatures. It was directed by Peter Jackson, and
What do you mean that's
yes,
coming to you
this is
anyways?
Kate Winslet. This is Kate Winslet. This is one of those own it for $4.95 from Streamwalk. Same as I've sent you before. This one's
You
coming to
send
you.
this
It's
guy
Peter Jackson.
you mail him DVDs?
No, these are VHS tapes.
You're mailing people VHS tapes?
Well, of course.
What are you, Netflix from the 70s?
We are subversion of boredom.
Blockbuster?
We are subversion. We have subversion. Yes, but you will get this. It's a Peter Jackson movie. Like I said, off grid. I have many copies. Every time I see this, I buy it. So I'll send you the one from that same Stream Lake spot.
That's
Did you
very
watch
nice of
Ghost
you,
Dog,
Joe.
brother? Did you watch Ghost Dog?
Are you asking me? I haven't.
No. But he got tapes yesterday from me. He opened them yesterday.
Well, that's very nice of you. I don't know if it's gonna top the Mortal Kombat one I just showed you. I'm kidding.
It doesn't need to. It doesn't need to top anything. It's not about topping. It's just about
Oh.
topping. It's not about edging or topping or bottoming or any of them, or even docking. It's
Wow,
about
you know
moving
about that?
on. It's
Maybe
about
you have
moving on
personal
from
experience.
this conversation. It's not about porting or shipping
Hey,
or
is
receiving.
I have a question. Is Off-Grid Terps the guy who I know he went live with you, but is it the same guy that you recommended me his live and he was with two other guys? I think it was like three people and they were
No,
all like
Upgrade is always solo on his own channel.
okay, because I remember you showed me a channel where it was three guys and they were all hitting the bong at once or something.
No, Off Grid is always solo on his own channel.
Okay.
Right, Off
Cool,
Grid, as far
cool.
as I've seen. I mean, I've seen your neighbor come over. His neighbors come over, but that's in his home. It's his phone. It's still a solo stream. Because he's off grid. I mean,
Got it.
come on. How much exposure you're gonna have if you are off grid? You're not gonna have four cameras on you, right? That's not off grid. That's on grid. I
And that
got
checks out.
13 likes. Look at that shit. 313, man.
Hey, you know what? I bring in the views. How about that? I didn't even like it yet, and I'm on it. Let me like it.
Yeah, I don't
Oh, I
like it
can't.
either.
It,
I
it
don't like
won't
it
let
either.
me like. It won't let me like it from here. I can't do shit. I can't comment. I can't talk to people. I can
You're
only
not
just talk to
subscribed
you.
to yourself. That's why.
I'm
YouTube's
not
funny like
subscribed.
that.
What?
No, I'm just kidding. I said you're not subscribed to yourself. I was just being funny. That's YouTube's problem with you.
I got a lot of problems with YouTube.
Well,
Um, wait, we need to go back to my top 5 favorite films
yeah, because I
because
only
I
showed
was
him
asked.
one, and I didn't say it was my top five. I was just saying like it's fucking fantastic. I buy it every time. You know,
I
Texas
don't even
Chainsaw
know
Massacre is
if
my favorite movie. Texas Chainsaw Massacre is my favorite movie. Go ahead, ever.
which one, the first original one.
1974.
Okay, cool. I don't even know if Space Monkey's here anymore, but mine are MD Pup 1, MD Pup 2, MD Pup. No, I'm kidding.
He's
I'm
lying. He's
kidding.
lying. He's lying.
I'm
He's
kidding. I'm
lying.
kidding. I
Hey,
would
delete,
never watch
delete,
that.
delete that. That's copyright. Shut up.
Cannibal Holocaust. Okay.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Yeah, I love Cannibal Holocaust, but that's fiction. Well, except for dead turtles or whatever. But fuck turtles. Whatever.
They killed the animals for real. Anyways, man, I don't think I have a top 5. I really liked. Oh man, I don't know because I
I
don't want
mean,
to.
you know what? Excuse me. I almost called you that. Ever, if you and I got to like get the big screen, right? And they were like, "You want to see one movie?" I said yes. And I said, first of all, can we get some alcoholic beverages forever? Um, Especially if they're like cotton candy flavored, and then some gummies and some
Oh,
popcorn.
whatever. Okay. Okay.
Gummies, popcorn, and pink
And
drink.
Joji. And Joji.
And then, well, I'm gonna stand on the other side, actually, a little bit further away, and
Why?
we'll watch Mermaids from the '90s
Why wouldn't you sit next to me?
because my beer is not gonna taste like your candy.
They have cup holders for every seat, right? You don't
No,
have to
I
show.
know, but when I breathe and stuff, that you don't want like a mealy candy that tastes like herbs and whatever.
Okay, got it.
Yeah,
I
Mermaid.
really like. Okay, I really like the movie War of the Worlds. You seen it? 2006 Spielberg remake. And
I saw the black and white. I didn't see the remake. No.
okay, I really like that one. And man, this is hard.
I own it. I own that War of the Worlds. I think I have like a 3 DVD set, but I've never seen it. I've only seen the black and white.
Okay, yeah, it's Tom Cruise,
Werner
Dakota
Herzog
Fanning.
is my favorite. Yes,
Mm. So I'll just go with movies I've seen a lot of times. So I really like The Strangers. That was a good horror movie.
I did not
The
see that. When is that from?
That's from 2008, 2007,
Okay.
2008. The best horror movie I've seen,
Hmm.
my favorite one, and I love horror, is The Ring,
Oh,
2003.
okay. Okay. My wife
That
and I, we
was
saw the Ring in the movie theater together.
wow. I'm jelly because I watched it on DVD. I've never seen it in the theater. I was like 10 years old when it came out, and I
Yeah,
remember watching it, and I don't know what it was about the movie because I know what it is, but watching it the first time, I just treated it like how any kid would watch a horror movie. They just watch it and they're like, "Oh, that was scary." But for some reason, we just kept watching that movie and it just got worse and worse. It was just more and more scary. And even in high school, we recreated the tape as a
yeah.
film project. We
Oh yeah.
recreated the tape. And so in
Make
order to
like
recreate the
maggots
tape,
moving in the static and shit like that and all.
Yeah, most of that.
Yeah.
So in order to recreate the tape, we would have to watch the tape, right? So we watched it, just that one scene, over and over and over again, and we played it so many times at my house that when we stopped playing it and my friends left and I was basically home alone, I could hear the music playing from the other side of the house. And I don't know, that could have just been a psychological thing, but
Yeah.
the 7 days after I watched the video, I was home alone again,
Right.
and the TV suddenly went all the way down in volume, and I was
Well,
like,
yeah,
"What the hell?"
that when you were pitching this all up, that's what I was thinking. Like, the payoff is, you guys are going to recreate the tape. That means you have to watch it. All that it takes is for somebody to just whisper 7 days. But yeah, I mean, to answer everybody else, yes, we saw The Ring when it came out in the theater. My wife and I, that was a date. And then when The Ring came on VHS with the special plastic outer, cover. We got that when it was on DVD. We got that. We got then the .5 film, which is called Rings. We got
Yes.
the original Ring U. Then we got Ring U 2. And then
Um,
we went to see the Ring 2 in the theater, and that was enough for that. But yeah, we got all
I
that
I
shit. Yeah.
I didn't watch the original Japanese version, Space Monkey.
Well, he said
Um,
it was. He didn't say it was Japanese, did he?
well, he said Korean, but I don't think that's correct. Ju-on, The Grudge, was
Oh yeah,
originally Korean. So,
Ringu is Japanese. Yeah.
um, okay, Off Grid has a lot of favorite movies. I like Pirates of the Caribbean, but it's hard to say it's like your favorite movie of all time, you know? Like, I would say Forrest Gump is on the list, but I feel like that's a cop out because
Oh,
everybody likes that movie.
and I'll tell you what, man, off grid, that's true. When my wife and I both saw The Ring in the theaters, we were spooked. We were really scared. It worked. You know what I mean? On whatever level, any sort of like bad eyes or whatever, it worked for a while. So we were spooked.
The director did a really good job, and he's a very good like visual artist. But the worst. Okay, The Ring is a great movie in the sense that I would watch it again and again because I thought it was a great artistic, creative movie. But there's like some horror movies that were so scary to me that I just like disturbingly scary that I don't want to watch it again. And one of those films was and is Sinister.
Oh, I thought it was going to be Cannibal Holocaust again. I thought we were going
Well,
to talk about
okay,
that.
so well, okay, hold on, because Cannibal Holocaust actually has death in it. So I wouldn't watch MD Pope or anything because it's real, right? Sinister isn't real, but it's very, very close to that type of disturbingness. Like it for a film to be fictional and meet that same level of disturbing, like that's pretty crazy. And I would not watch it again. But I think it is one of the best horror films out there. Um,
I mean, fiction and special effects, like in the end, they don't have any effect, on me.
yeah.
But I mean, short term, of course, like I said, the way that film was light composed, number one, a lot of times that's why I like black and white films. But the way that the Ring was done here, the first time was very jarring. You're in a dark theater, you watch that whole thing, and the next couple of hours, we're affected. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're also spooked and we're light affected, you know?
Yeah, I think if a
It's
movie
programming.
yeah, if a horror movie can make a personal connection to you, like you can be affected by this,
Right.
this is going to be your problem, then you're going to be scared. But just to change the tone a little bit, I don't know if you're familiar with the scary movie series, like the comedy parody movies, but I
Ooh.
loved those. The first one was so funny. It's still funny to this day.
It is
Like
funny. It is. It is. You know what they call those now, right? There's a word for that genre. It's called movie movies.
I thought they're called parodies.
Nope. They're called movie movies now.
What? Who
There's
the hell
one
came up
called
with
the
that?
Hungover Games that my son and I watched the whole fucking thing of. It's like a very, tasteless movie or whatever. It's pretty fucking good. It's called the
Oh,
Hungover Games.
well, they're all, yeah, they're all bad now, but the original one was so good. The original scary movie. And Space Monkey's talking about a film body horror called Raw, which I haven't seen. Um
No, I have not seen that. Hey,
there's
Space
a
Monkey, have you seen Delicatessen? That's what I want to watch right now. I mean, that's a French movie. That's the only reason that it comes up. Delicatessen. I spoke to Off Grid because the director of City of Lost Children, who did Alien 3, I believe. Yeah, he's French and he did Delicatessen. And I was just telling Off Grid because he got to open a nice box of nice things. I was just like, but I'll never give up my Delicatessen VHS. Like, that's not happening. So I wonder if you know that movie, Space Monkey, because not a movie that I watched lately, but one that I want to watch really soon.
a Space Monkey. I wonder if you've seen the movie, the French horror film High Tension. I believe
I
it's
don't
called
think that I have.
Hot Tension. Actually passed on buying The Ring on VHS when I saw it. Oh damn, on VHS that would be crazy. We have the
Well,
DVD version of it, and I think that's how I got hooked because I kept watching it.
hey, Off Grid, I have a special edition. It's in like an outer plastic cover, but the plastic cover has like blue print on it and shit. If I find that Off Grid, I'll send that to you too. I'm already going to give you a Heavenly Creatures, but totally, if I find that old school ring, like limited edition, we probably got it from Hollywood Video or whatever, I'll send it to you.
Damn,
No thing.
nice. But
Yeah,
High Ten.
Delicatessen, yo, that's killer to me. That's everything. I love that movie. It's so funny. That's that to me because man, French comedy is pretty heavy and over the top, right? And so I appreciate that. I like that.
Nice. Yeah, there. Have you seen the movie The Substance? It just came
Yeah.
out last year.
Yes.
I wonder how it compares to what Space Monkey's talking about. But but yeah, High Tension. You might like this movie, Joji and everyone. It's
Oh,
it's
Space
about.
Monkey saw it.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I've seen it. It's about uh a lesbian couple, and one of the girls visits the other girl's family, and suddenly they're being hunted down, and she's like so smart about getting out of the situation, but it's just crazy how it like turns out. It's one of those movies that has a lot of like twists and turns.
Yo,
um
Tasha. Yo, Off Grid. Man, I got a funny fucking story, dude. I
Hi
think
Tasha.
I was I think I was going into my second year of high school and I already knew about Fifth Element because that guy, he'd been writing that story since he was in like middle school. You know what I mean? He'd been writing this grand epic of religion, you know what I mean? And yo Tasha, but I gotta address this, Off Grid. So I knew about it. I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it. I had, a friend who was like fans of my bands that were right then, my first two bands or whatever by the time I'm in just getting into being a sophomore in high school. Well, anyways, her little sister wanted to meet me. They go to her school. She's in this super special, like, friends. What do you call friends? Quakers. She's in a Quaker school. I meet her little sister. Her sister likes me. She likes me. Her little sister likes me. She says, my little sister wants to go on a date with you. This is not an appropriate date. But I said, okay, and she said, I trust you. You're not going to touch her. I'm not going to touch her. So we went and saw the Fifth Element. So I was like 16 with this little girl. It was so fucking funny, man. But that was a hell of a film. But yeah, it was hilarious. It was hilarious. She was like, you have to go on this date with my little sister and treat her well. Don't touch her. I was like, no, I'm not touching her.
Fifth
It was so
Element was a
fucking
great
funny.
movie.
Oh,
um
it's the best. It's the best, man.
I like the opera scene. Hey Tasha, what about you? What kind of
You know
movies
who
do
that
you
is?
like?
You know who the opera scene is?
Oh, it's a singer.
Brightman,
Okay.
right?
I
Laura Brightman,
I don't know. That's her.
is it?
Um,
Look
I
it
don't
up.
know.
Look it up real quick. Look it up if you can. Or Sarah Brightman or something like that. She was the diva. She was just
Can you hear
called
me?
the yeah, yeah, I can now.
Invamula.
Who?
Invamula.
That's who the diva
Inva
was?
the opera singer.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think her name was her character was the diva in that one. Yeah.
Oh, maybe. Um,
We're
are you
going to
guys familiar?
Crofton Paradise.
Are you guys familiar with Twilight, the vampire movie?
My wife
Quote
knows a
unquote.
little bit. I know nothing. Yeah.
I was an extra in that movie.
Oh yeah. Were you
Yeah,
a
that was my.
vampire or a steampunk?
You mean a werewolf?
I don't know what a steampunk is, but I was told that you guys were like pretty close kin. Let's not start a howl.
No, I was an extra because they shot it in my city, and I was the diversity hire because I wasn't pale and white.
Oh yeah. Did you get teeth?
No, I'm not. I didn't play vampire, Joe. It was a school setting. I was a student.
Your movie is The Green Mile. Yeah, The Green Mile was awesome.
Green Mile was really good.
I thought they
Um,
gave you teeth or something. You know,
yeah, Joe. If that was,
the
it,
diversity hire.
I think they needed some diversity, so they got me involved.
Getting students is very very general. You know what I mean? Like, were there actual women involved, or were they just a few diversity hires?
Actual women? What are you talking about?
I'm just kidding with you.
um, uh,
No, I'm just saying that a class setting is very general. Like, they,
no,
you know,
you're right. The most of the people, the main actors were like playing high schoolers, and they're like almost 30, right? But
that's what
I
you do,
was,
man.
yeah, I was in high school when it came out, and I was cast as a high school student. The only
Yeah.
other person the same shade as me in line to become an extra was way older than that, and there was no way he would have passed as like a student.
High school student. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
so I think
Yeah, yeah, that's
I
so
beat him.
funny. You got old like Sadu walking in. He's got
Well, you
like
know what?
saggy
I,
cheeks and shit, and he's like,
no,
"I play a high school guy today." Yeah, sure, buddy. You know,
he got held back a little bit.
it's so
No, he
funny.
could have.
He goes to every audition. They're like, "We need like a young girl," and he's like,
So, well,
"Hey,
okay.
Sadu's back." You know what the fuck?
Eh, to be fair, he didn't know that was the scene. They just picked us for that, but he could have played a teacher or something like I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
but they picked younger people for that, I
Yeah,
guess.
people that look like high school students or the 35-year-olds that they needed for speaking roles or whatever the fuck they do, you know?
Yeah. 5 feet apart. Oh, I haven't seen that one. Um,
I
yeah,
have.
they're just. Oh, you
5 feet
have.
apart is awesome.
Is it a thriller?
Yep. Yep.
Okay, okay.
Psychological thriller. Yes, sir.
I really like Quentin Tarantino too.
Yo,
I
good
know
night off
that's.
grid. See you soon, bro. You like
Oh
Quentin
no,
Tarantino?
we put him to sleep.
No, dude. He comes on early. I mean, I'm in his channel for hours, you know, like 3, 4 hours he's in, you know, but that's during the day, you know? We can't do this day and night or whatever, you know?
Right.
Maybe we can.
If my friend is in here, her name is Natasha. Hi, Natasha. I know there's a Tasha here too.
I know. Tasha's in. Good night, sexy eyes. Oh boy, yes. Off grid has beautiful eyes. Correct. Oh, you know who else has beautiful eyes? Rusty. No, I mean to say ever.
You're very kind,
No,
but
you have really nice, sparkling eyes, don't you? I mean, tell the truth.
thank you. Off grid is a whole other level, but yeah,
Yeah, he's
I
he's he's big gorgeous. He's a big gorgeous guy. You know, big gorgeous guy.
I think he knows that.
He does. He
I
does.
think he knows.
He does. But he wants a simple life. You know, he doesn't want to be involved with complicated things like that.
Like what?
No, he said so. You know, he said so. He doesn't want. You know, I mean, he's got to take care of the homestead. As you know, he really does active so much stuff, bro. He does so much stuff. He doesn't need somebody else's opinion, you know, for real. Like even like an interpersonal relationship. That's all. That's all I'm saying. He
Oh,
stays
Tooth
away
is
from the
here.
city. Huh?
Right. Tooth is here. Hello, Tooth.
Yo, Tooth is here. What's up, brother? Text beauty to see beauty. Wow.
Text beauty to 99979,
Right.
and you will get beauty in
You know,
response.
my favorite, well, you remember they used to have the company that did the ringtones that you had to download, like the annoying thing which became Crazy Frog. Well, my
Bum bum
favorite
bum 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 bum
my,
bum
my
bum bum
favorite
bum
is
bum bum
yeah, the
bum
Axel
bum.
F. Yeah, the Axel
Joe
F. Yeah.
G.
Yeah.
Joe G.
But my favorite is I'm a gummy bear, a
I'm
gummy
a
bear.
gummy
That's
bear.
my favorite
Yes,
one.
I'm a sis. I'm
And so it
a
says
gummy
like
gummy bear.
text seven
Oh
five
yeah.
five or text code gummy to dot 755. Well, my daughter she ran into those commercials and was into them for like a year. So she was coming, and the goth one is hilarious. You know, text code goth. That one's hilarious. But anyways, like my favorite is still I'm a gummy bear, a gummy bear. But I
You
do
know
love
what?
the annoying thing and the Crazy Frog. We bought all their records.
No way. Axel
Oh,
F or
we
whatever.
did. Oh, we fucking did. We have them,
Of
man.
course
Come
you
on.
did. You buy everything. You get all the media out there,
Like I
even the
said,
dark
who's your
media.
favorite white rapper? It's gonna be Dream Tooth. He's the best one I've heard recently.
Dream to the raps.
Oh hell yeah, Dream Tooth raps.
He should
Dream
do like
Tooth
a
ready to come
mantra
up and
rap.
kick some rhymes. Dream
We
Tooth
could
is
do.
46 years old, as I am, as my sister is. And Dream Tooth's sister's birthday was yesterday, as my sister's was.
Oh, happy belated.
She's 5 years older than he is.
He doesn't look the same age as you. Looks way
He is.
younger.
He is.
Uh, yeah, I would love to. Maybe when you have StreamYards, we can do some mantras. We can share some mantras.
Well, I mean, I could do the back of the card right now. It's like, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Rama Rama. You are my Santa Claus. That's the one, right?
Oh my darling, oh my
Yeah, that one. Yeah,
darling
yeah, yeah,
Clementine. Na, na,
yeah.
na.
Dinah, don't you blow, Dinah, don't you blow the old hobo, Dinah, don't you blow the old hobo.
Now you sound like Frankie.
Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Someone's in the kitchen, I know.
You know what? When I used to sleep with the TV on when I was a kid, and they would always play these commercials for like, now that's what I call music or stuff
Yeah,
like that.
yeah,
It would just show previews of every song, but it was specifically a Christian CD. So
yeah.
all of the songs were about God, and like they would always play the like samples of each one, and I have them memorized in my head because I've watched it so many times. It's
Was God? Oh my gosh! What songs were they?
it's like songs you've never even heard of. It's just like I've heard it for the first time because of the commercial, and now they're in my head forever because that's all that they would play at night.
Sexy Smile. My birthday is definitely Saturday. Such Americana. Yeah, Americana is what we're trying to do, man. And you're 1 year younger than me, Tasha. Yes, but
I'm
Dream Tooth is
also
the same
younger.
age, but looks so much younger. Hey, Ever, Dream Tooth, can I send you a join in link?
I knew he was gonna kick me off.
Hey,
I
I
knew
didn't.
it.
I didn't. Oh wait,
He got a little too excited. He got a
it
little too
said,
excited.
hey, Tooth, can I send you the join in link? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
Okay, before you kick me off, can we do
I'm
some
not
Q
kicking
and
you
A?
off yet. I'm
I'm gonna do some Q and A.
I said,
All right,
all
let's
right,
get
you
a
ready?
question going, you guys. Let's do 5 questions. All right, Joe, you go first. Give me a yes or no question.
So this is a magic 8 ball that you spent $25 for.
Okay, thank you. 40. Oh my God,
That's not a
this
yes or
joys
no
my thing.
question. Give me another chance. Give me another chance. That was not a yes or no question. That was a statement. Can I ask a question?
Yes, sir.
Will they ever learn? Question mark.
Who's they?
You don't
Me?
question, you ask the oracle.
Okay, what's the question? Will they ever
Will
learn?
they ever learn? Question mark. I thought it was voice activated. I'm sorry. I knew it. I knew
Oh.
it.
All
I
right,
knew it.
maybe you can stop yelling at me. Okay, here's one from Space Monkey, and we'll get one from Tasha too, and Tooth if he's still around. Will John Cougar Mellencamp win an Oscar?
Was he in a film?
Can you hear it? Oh, have faith in your
Dr.
instincts, I
Space
guess.
Monkey. Dr. Space Monkey.
Are you
That
satisfied
answer
with that?
translates to no. He will never win an Oscar because he's never been in a great movie, has he? I don't know. Am I missing something?
It said have
Two.
faith in your intuition that he might be in a role that would get.
That means no. The question was, is he ever going to
Okay.
win an Oscar? Now,
What?
oh shit, I have another private number. It
What? Will Grady ever rejoin the live?
shit. No, I'm just kidding. Hello, guys. Shit.
Yay!
Am I still alive?
Did you hear? Yeah, did you hear my question? I
No,
asked if Grady was going to come back to your live, and it said yes.
I could have told you that.
Okay, well, is Tasha still listening to the live?
Yes, and it says her amp broke. Oh,
Oh, try again later. Okay, does Joe G want to kick me off and get Tooth on here as fast as possible?
all signs point to I don't give a fuck. I'll be right back.
Oh, snap. Okay, well, there you
Most
go.
assuredly.
Dude, there's so many answers on here. Does Joji
Man,
even like me?
you have the most expensive piece of dice I've ever seen in my life. Right there.
All right, nice. All right. Well, it was $40 actually. Was
Hey,
Wesley?
was Wesley Willis set up by vampires? And was Wesley Willis
Finish your
was
question.
Wesley Willis set up by a vampire bird? That's my question. Please, this is my
Okay.
channel. Was Wesley Willis set up by a vampire bird?
Was Wesley was by a vampire bird? No.
He
All
just
right.
wanted to cut off his fucking wheat sack and get rid of the mullet.
Okay. Tasha said, "Will a virgin be remember?" I don't know what that means, but will a virgin be remember? Okay. Oh, and then Tooth has a question. Tooth said, "Will trust grow between us?" Who's us? Me and Joe. All right. Let's see if we have trust. Will trust grow between us? Wow. I think this thing is accurate. Is Joe G uh is Joe G in the room with us? See, that's a very accurate response because we don't know where he is. He could be hiding behind the camera right now. He could be desperately trying to get Tooth on here and kick me off, but it's not going to happen. I think we're here to stay. I'm taking over the stream now. No, I'm kidding.
Can you still hear me?
No.
Good, good. So, what I propose to Tooth is like, there's no reason for Tooth to have any risk or anything to fear. Like, I don't pose any threat. You know what I mean? So he doesn't have to trust me yet. So trust doesn't have to grow between us. Not yet.
Oh, between you two? Yeah, well, it
Yeah,
said
yeah,
yes. It said yes.
but it doesn't have to. I'm just explaining that. I mean, it doesn't even have to, Tooth.
All right. One last question, Joe.
Sure. Okay. Because Jesus died a virgin, will ever die a virgin?
Oh, that's messed up.
Oh no, I'm not asking that question to that computer. Turn that computer off. Throw it away. Throw it away. I was
No,
kidding.
no.
It was totally that was
I'll
totally a
ask. Okay,
joke.
fine, I will. Will
No,
I
no,
die a
don't
virgin?
ever say that. No, ever. Don't ever say that. I said something horrible today. Don't ask the fucking computer. Turn it off.
No, no. What did you do? All right. Let's see the validity of this device. Is Tasha from South Africa? Shut the hell up. This is insane. Is
You should
Tasha
have
from
turned
Africa?
that shit off, man.
Oh no. No, it's correct. It's
What
accurate.
the
Everything's been accurate so far. Do you know he died as a virgin?
fuck?
Who did? Me? I don't know because he said Joe said I was gonna
Oh
die,
shit! Oh shit!
and I'm not
She wants to
Jesus.
play Connect Four all of a sudden out of nowhere. Okay, I'm gonna go get it. I'm gonna get Connect Four. I'll be back. Holy shit! Hey,
Is
Gal Pal, I've played Kabbalah before. You see that game? Have you ever played that? I used to
does
love it because I loved battery operated games. I loved my
does
roulette.
Hey Sean, hey Siberian Gal Pal. Oh, I
So
know
I
Gal
think
Pal.
Gal Pal wants to play Connect Four.
All right. Is is Doji even good at Connect Four?
I never said I was good. I
Is he
never
good
said
at
I
it?
was good.
No, you are not good at it.
I never said I was good anything. I'm not good anything. I'm not good.
Does Joji always tell the truth?
Siberian, we gotta go. I mean, we gotta go with what's proper here. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn off my background
Uh,
shit. Have to.
Wait, are you kicking me off?
No, you don't have to go. You don't have to go. It's text.
Hey Sean, give us a question, yes or no question, while we do this.
Siberian Gal Pal, it is my turn to go first, but you can go first. Pick a color, red or yellow. Most people pick red.
Bro, half of this stream is a fortune telling device. The other half is you with a Connect Four game on your head.
Your choice. R Y.
Does Everinferno bring in the views?
Okay, Sean, you don't get the answer for Gal Pal. She can be either color. It's gonna say no, and then you're gonna feel weird.
Yeah.
Okay, Gal Pal. My orientation is 1, first, 2, 4 is the center, 5, 6, and 7. You know, that
Is
way. It's
Joji
your
lying about
turn.
his orientation?
Oh, bullshit.
That's what you get.
Don't be sorry, Sean. I'm totally fucking around. Okay,
Oh,
it's
it's
her
not
turn.
known. It's not known.
You're
We
you're
don't know if
asking
you're
a
lying about.
computer yes and no questions. Oh my gosh. Why don't you just throw
Yeah,
one
well,
quarter, bro?
well, reality is a simulation. So what are you gonna do about
Just throw
that?
one quarter though. I mean, it could be, still related to the same simulation that you're stuck in.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
this is a little more elegant, like you.
We are very
Um,
happy here. A little bit more elegant. Do you know what
does
the
Joe?
thing is? You know what? Since
What?
once we get, who you're trying to be. Oh, she wants to go in 4, right in the center, like any smart person. You like H3, H3. What are you trying to be? The Dan? you gotta.
Wow, you know what you're talking about.
Okay, I got a top gal pal, and it's her turn again.
I'm not gonna invoke H3 on this live stream because that
You
will
better
cause a
not.
lot of
Yeah, they're
controversy.
they're too slow. Yeah, communist. Oh,
They're
they're yeah. They're Israelis. I
yeah.
mean,
What do you mean? Wait, you're like reading from the chat stuff that I don't see.
dude, I'm so Hamas. I'm so pro enthusiasm.
Okay, I'm not going there. I'm not
Okay,
going
we're
there.
not going there. It's
Is
gal
Joe
pal turn. He
G
wants to go to 2.
pro? All right, I'm not gonna go there.
Bro Hamas.
Is
I'm
is
so pro
Sean
Hamas.
420? Is, is
It's
Sean
your turn,
420 gonna
gal pal.
ask
It's
us
your
a
turn.
question? Is Sean 420 gonna ask us a question?
Okay, it's your turn, gal pal. See, that's okay. That yellow thing behind me is bothering me. What is
Okay,
yellow?
okay.
What is
Chance is
yellow?
on our
Oh, it's just
side.
this.
So Sean
So
might
this is
ask
my
us a
this
question.
is from my. I have to take that out. That Manila envelope that was bothering me. But it's actually a really nice thing. I think this is my father's. Uh, no, this is some bullshit.
Hey,
Oh
this ain't your
yeah,
father's Connect Four, okay?
she wants 5. Okay, she's gonna go in 5. That's right here, gal pal. Right? Okay, now I don't think there's any way you're gonna win, gal pal. I'm just gonna be honest with you right now. That now that I've done that, I don't think there's any way you're gonna win. But it is your turn.
Should I leave the stream?
No, we can play. It's a text game. If Two says he wants to come up, then please leave so he can come up. But otherwise, we're just doing this.
Oh, unsure.
It's not because of who he is. It's because of his place in line. Jeez, ever. Please come on, gal pal.
Does
I've done
infer?
everything
Hey,
accurate,
it said
right?
I brought in the views. It says I bring in the
And she wants it
views.
too. Yeah, yeah. Go ask AI. All right. Okay. See, this is where the problem
Yeah,
comes
ask
in.
AI. AI would tell you that I
Yeah,
bring
yeah,
in the
yeah.
views.
Okay. So, gal pal, I went
You
in the
know
middle.
what?
That means you want to go to 4, right?
Yeah, Sean, you know about an 8 ball.
I got 8
Tell
ball, but
us.
it didn't cost $25 like his little digital one. His
This
weird.
cost $40.
Ugh, jeez. You should have bought a necklace. Anyways, it's your turn, gal pal. I guess you want to go in the middle so you can block me from that walking up to heaven because you can't walk up to heaven. You got to take the stairs. You know
Does
it, gal
Sean
pal.
does Sean know what we mean by 8 ball outside of the context of a fortune teller?
Uh, Sean's probably had every 8 ball in the
Oh,
pool
he
hall,
doesn't know.
man.
He doesn't
He's
know what we're
probably
talking
had.
about. Well, he said 8. Oh, okay, okay, gotcha, gotcha.
He's probably had 8 ball everywhere. There
Does
you
Sean
go.
420 actually participate in 420?
Oh bullshit! He's smoking all the time. He's in Utah. They smoke 3%.
It is your destiny. 420 is your
Sean be
destiny.
smoking every hour is 420. Man, what's up?
Is
Okay, she
Joji
wants to
gonna
go.
drink tomorrow?
Oh my gosh, Siberian Gal Pal wants to go into number 93. No, I'm just kidding. She wants to go in 3 right here. Okay, okay. Well, Gal
Yeah,
Pal,
images are cloudy because you're
you
freaking
definitely
drunk.
saved me time because I don't have anywhere to go but here, and it is your turn. I really don't think you're going to win this time, but that's just because I'm being honest. You gave me no choice. I had to go here. It is your turn.
That was fun.
Well, we're not finished ever.
I know. I'm just saying I'm not using that device right now because I have to charge my phone.
Oh, wow, wow, wow. Hey, Tooth,
Wow,
are
wow,
you
wow.
still in? Do you want to join up? Ever would be happy to drop down and let you join
Shut
up.
the hell up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Gal Pal, it is your turn. I just don't think you have a very good chance. I really don't. But that's okay. You don't need a good chance. Seven. Seven means to play, Sean, but it's still her turn. I don't see anybody connecting four yet. Like I said, I'm sorry to have like a background that isn't perfect here, but when I used to have more hair, it would just sit up there. Number one. Number one. Number one. Is she doing some sneak attack? Is she gonna get me? No. Oh, this is where I win. I win. I guarantee it. I win. All right, it's your turn. It is your turn.
So my prediction of this game, who's yellow?
She is. She likes yellow. It's her favorite color. A lot of people like to be red because they think it's an attack color, but I always go yellow. But I am going to win, I think. Because I can start getting very, very aggressive.
You can cover your face with the Connect
Hey,
Four board.
why? You don't like my fucking face? What the hell, man?
No, no, no. I want you to draw a red circle on your face so you can.
Okay. Well, I'll draw a red circle on my face after we finish the game, okay? Sean pressed seven, but we're not going to play a new game, Sean. We're just going with
Sean is just
number seven. Okay.
interjecting himself.
I'm sure I can count that far. You want to go over here in number seven, right here. All right.
I should draw from my tarot deck and act like I know what I'm talking about.
So, what would I do in context? Okay. All right, Galpal. I'm so sorry. It is your turn again. I'm so sorry. It just wasn't an easy decision for me.
Galpo, were you the one I talked to, or are you somebody else? Were you on Doug's
Galpal was
stream?
on Dougie's with you. On Dougie's with you, ever.
Oh, okay, okay.
After
He
you were
was
a lady, when you were back to being a man again.
okay, whatever.
She was there
Um,
after. She
undetermined,
wasn't there
undetermined.
before. And you know why she wasn't there before? I think it's safe to say on my channel.
Why?
Cassie Peters. Cassie Peters. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, she
Oh,
wants
she
to go
doesn't
over
like her
here.
either. She doesn't like her either.
Dude, 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 dude.
Dude, what?
I don't know anything about Cassie Peters. I was just spitting out two words. It's your turn again.
Oh my God! Just say it if you want to say it. I like how she's not even. Okay. Anyways, Gal
It's
Pal
your
was like,
turn. It's your turn.
she was like, she was like, Everflow, Everflow, even flow.
Yo, what's up, Rusty
That's
Van
a
Vector? How you doing, my brother? Brother
river.
Rusty's in the house, bro. It's your turn, gal pal. Nobody
Oh,
won yet.
Georgie knows, and he's playing Connect Four.
And Ever and I are
He's
gonna play Patty
playing,
Cake next. It's the
he's
next game of
playing
Patty Cake
with
between us.
Gal Pal.
Seven. And she's buying her
Rusty's
stairway to
here.
seven. No, I have to block you here. Okay, okay. It's your turn again. It's your turn again.
Welcome, Rusty. Welcome.
Cheers, Rusty. Okay, so I had to block you just because you're going straight up, but it's your turn.
Do you
So
know, Joe, when you say peace in chat, that usually means you're leaving. So I'm like, why is he saying the peace sign if I just got here?
Uh, uh.
Or is that like a anti? Like, how do you use it? Okay, not like that. I meant,
So, Peter Jackson lore. She's gonna go on 2. Okay, that's cool. Peter Jackson lore, right? He made the movie called Bad Taste, right? And it had the
okay.
middle finger of the alien in the front, right? Well, the U.S. said, "Hey, we can't put that on the shelves," so he put a sticker for this because where he's from, this is this. Thank you, Gal Pal. It's my turn, I guess. Oh my gosh, how am I going to win? Not that way. That means you got to go Esta. I believe. I believe you got to go to 5. Sorry, Ever. Sloppy Joe. Sloppy Joe. What's up, Rusty, Gal Pal, everybody? We're still in. We're still in. We're making a whole tapestry. Ever, did you leave? Oh, shit. Ever left.
No,
Oh, I was going to kick you
no,
out.
I was responding. Wow,
Yeah.
you are just waiting to kick me out.
My gosh. Any moment now.
Hey, do you realize your viewership will go down?
By
Do
the
you
one?
realize?
By the you?
Oh, okay. You have a smart mouth. I'm
She wants
gonna
to go
take
in
down at
5.
least half of the
You have to go in
audience.
5. Yeah, you have to go in 5, so I can't climb up. Okay, okay. What are we gonna do from here?
Thank you,
Ever, you're
Rusty.
so funny.
That's
You're
my
so
favorite
funny.
game of all time.
You're so
Funny?
funny,
Thank you.
man. Okay, I'm gonna put it right. Oh,
As
whoops!
long as you don't
I'm
say
not gonna
funny
give her
looking.
mine. Here we go. Right there. Okay, okay. Nobody has won. Nobody has won. Nobody ever will. It is your turn. So yeah, Ever. I mean, I'm sure you guys thought that was totally weird and like not cool, but it really was cool. Like, so I take my friend's little sister on a date, and treat her with respect and treat her like a normal person so that she can have that experience for her whole life. It sounds like it's some kind of weird thing or whatever. And her sister, obviously put her at risk or whatever, but at least she got the real thing and what they were looking for. And she
What are you
just got
talking
treated like
about?
a human being so that she could have a future where she's treated like a fucking human being. That's all it was. All right, you went in 6.
Sorry,
What
I
am
must
I
have missed
going to
what that
do?
was about.
Huh?
I must have missed what that was about.
Going to the premiere. It was literally the premiere in DC of the Fifth Element. I had to take my friend's little sister because she asked me, and because it was a thing. Because her little sister picked up. Oh really? I like this guy. Blah blah blah. And So it's your turn, Galpo.
I think I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, the movie's really good, Rusty. I'm glad you're a fan as well. It's such a big part of me growing up with that game, and uh, it was just really cool and fun.
Yeah, I watched both MK Mortal Kombat 1 and 2 movies in the theater, but I really love the like what was that, the Chun Li that they did later? It was straight to video. I like that. So over here in one Gal Pal. Okay. Yo, man, we're
Oh,
making
we're not talking about Street Fighter on this stream.
oh Chun Li. Oh yeah, yeah. No, 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 no. It was somebody else then. It was somebody from Mortal Kombat, wasn't it? No, it was Street Fighter. You're right. You're right. What do I
No, they
do?
just
What do
made
I
a
do? Hold on, hold
shitty
on.
HBO
Hold on, hold
Mortal
on. One,
Kombat
two,
movie
three,
a few
four, and
years
then
ago.
hold on. Wait, Ever, you're trying to mess me up when I'm looking at mathematics, and I don't appreciate that.
Looking
Are
at
you working on
mathematics, you're
somebody
looking at
else's
a
team?
board.
Are you trying to beat me? Okay, one, two, three, and
Dude,
then
I
okay.
would laugh if that thing just fell apart right now.
All I have to do is this. I'm just
you
kidding.
I'm sure Galpa would not appreciate that. She's
There's a
been
video record. There's a
quietly
video
putting.
record. It is your turn, gal pal.
Oh, that's
There's a
true.
video
That's
record.
true.
If she goes here, she's trying to go straight up.
She's been just focused on this game. She's not letting your comments
Or
derail.
your comments mean nothing to her. She's trying to win the game,
I
bro.
think she values my comments. I think
Yeah,
I'm
I think
happy.
she's not even listening to you. She's trying to beat the game, which
That might be true,
I
but
don't
I'll
have.
just assume
I
that's
don't
not the
even have
truth.
the luxury to be that free. I have to entertain you.
Well, I was entertaining it. You busted out.
We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We'll see what happens with this board. I'm gonna end up connecting five. That's my answer in red. But this is wonderful. I'm having a great time, Ever. I'm glad to have a. Well, I mean, it'd be nice if Tooth would come up, but been great to have you. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, she wants to go there. Okay, so where am I gonna go? Okay.
You know how awesome that was? Joji was like, it was really nice to have you. I wish Toothy was here. He didn't even finish the freaking sentence. He cut himself off, just like he cuts me off.
now I got Gal Pal's attention. She's now listening to our stupid comments. You see how that works?
Yeah.
Woo, pay attention. Pay
Yeah.
attention. Yes.
Wow. I watched it a lot when I was a little, like every night. Wow, every night. Nice. Yeah, it was a big movie. Yeah, it's a great game, It wasn't serious. Nothing about it was serious. It was just for fun. And yeah, I'm interested in knowing what movies you like, Rusty. What do
Okay.
you want to
Now,
talk about? Yeah, that's a good question for Joe. Why do you want to kick me off? What do you
he,
want to do with Tooth?
who really thinks that's a thing? I don't want to kick you off. Let's talk about truth right now. Who really thinks that's real?
I'm just kidding. But I just want he wants to know what you want to talk about. He asked the question. He said, "What do
I'm
you
gonna,
want to talk about?"
but now I want to take advantage of the board, man. You don't usually get like this much of a tapestry of a board, and I want to take advantage of this right now. Okay,
I think that shows
so
your skills as a player that
no,
the
it's not
whole
about
board is
skills of
full.
the player. I mean, I'm just having fun with Gal Pal, But look at this right now. Okay, so Gal Pal, right? She can win here, right? Like straight across four, right? That's one option, right? There are no options over here except for straight up. And this one could also go straight up somewhere. So right here, um, I don't have any way to block right here except for the counting game, red, yellow. Oh, she wins. So I don't want to drop a red over there, do I? So that means I have to drop it over here. So then you got the one and the two. One, two, three. So I might as well drop it over here right now. You see what I'm saying? Do you get how that
You
math
you
works?
you kind of trapped her. Yeah, a little bit.
We're just trying to learn how to play this game together.
She's just saying to put it in there, Joe.
I
Why are you
did. I put it
explaining?
in. I put it in. I put it in. Well, she's being a little bit. She's teasing you a little bit. She's doing a little bit of adult humor here. You got to watch out. She said, we were talking about the duck pins and the candle pins yesterday, and she said, it's not like the big ones that you got to stick all your fingers in the hole. I think Gal Pal knows what she's doing in the
Nice,
game of
Rusty.
Connect
I wonder
Four.
if you've seen the movie
You know why she's going here,
Hacksaw
right?
Ridge.
You see why she's
I've heard
going
that
here?
was a
Because
good
I don't
medical
want
movie.
to connect
Okay,
four this way. She's
all right.
blocking me, but she can't win
I
over
got.
here.
Okay.
That's right, and it's her turn.
Anyways, like I was
No, it's
saying,
my turn. It's my turn.
there's a. Oh man, Joji.
She better tell me it's my turn because I'm not so sure anymore. She had to block me here on six, right? Oh, it says six. Okay, that's my turn. It's my turn. All right, let's go.
Hacksaw Ridge. Rusty, there's a movie called Hacksaw Ridge. You might like it.
I have it, but isn't it about Nazis and stuff? Okay, I'll put it over here
No,
because see, that's four for me to hit
is
right
it?
there.
I don't know. I just know that it's a movie that has to do with medic in a war situation. And
Are
there's a
you in college for?
1912.
You said you graduated already.
Right?
You said you graduated already.
Yeah, yes, years
So-
ago.
Okay, so what do you care about medics and all that bullshit?
I'm talking to your audience. I'm talking to Rusty. I'm not making this up. We're talking about movies. You keep subverting
I'm trying
with your
not to lose this
horrible
game,
Connect
okay?
Four
She can still
strategy.
win right here, but it's literally like here or here. Number seven. Okay, number seven. All the way at the end, right?
Yes, Rusty, that was a great movie. Another good one.
I didn't
Obviously, I
do
don't even know if I
it.
finished Saving Private Ryan yet, but
Howard
you
the
might
Duck
like the
is
movie
awesome.
Inglorious Bastards. I like Reservoir Dogs, Howard the Duck, and Men Who Stare at Goats. I haven't heard of the last
Gal
one.
Pal, I didn't think I thought you already went to this seven, so I'm waiting for the
Is
next answer.
isn't Howard the Duck a animated movie?
Howard the Duck, no, it was a very unsuccessful comic book that became like Spielberg directed it. It was a big time production, but it was in 90 or 92 or something, and it was pretty like off normal. Um Jeffrey Jones was in it, which is probably a killer for it now anyway. So yeah, Galpal, I think it's still your turn, right? The Fly, yes, all of The Fly. The original Return of the Fly and the remakes with Cronenberg were even better. But yeah, all of The Fly, Dream Tooth. Dream Tooth, I hope you will come up. I sent you the link in your email, didn't I? Yeah, I did. So Galpal, it is your turn.
Dreamtooth, let me know if you want to join, and I can make a little bit of room for you.
Yeah, I don't know if he knows because it doesn't really tell them, but it's only one at a time. So if they try to go backstage, it doesn't really tell them why they're blocked.
B Tooth, just say yes or no. You want to
No,
join.
no, no. Take your time. But Gal Pal, come on now. Like, this is the only win that you have, which you can't do because it
Okay,
doesn't matter
Rusty.
what color I win, crossing those or crossing those. But it is your turn. You said seven. Okay, I didn't know that you really wanted it again. I'm sorry because the last one you had was a seven. I had to verify it. Obviously, I don't want spamming. So the way that I trigger, the win is I just drop. Okay, so now it is Galpal's turn. I guess she would want to go here to block this four. But you can block this four, you can block this four, or whatever. So I'm sorry that you said seven and I wasn't so sure. That's what I'm saying. It's hard to entertain the both sides of that, and I try my best. And it's no disrespect to Ever. He needs to bring up his overpriced Magic 8 Ball and
Okay, I think he's gonna click in. Okay, thank you.
all right, Ever. Thank you, Ever.
Bye, everybody.
Give me a phone call tomorrow, Ever.
I will. I'll have
All right,
lots to
please
talk
do.
about.
Please do, Raj. I'll see you soon, sir.
Bye. Thank you.
Yo, thank you, Dream Tooth. Yes, yes, Galpal. It's nobody has won, but I don't think I'm getting out of this one without winning. Number three. Boom, 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 boom. One, two, three, four. Better than. Better than. Okay. One, two, three, four, five. Thank you, thank you. You were just gonna run the board. One, two, three, four, five. Well, I mean, sure. Sure, Ever. I dropped the chips for you. I dropped them. I'll just walk away with my one my one yellow. I'll just walk away. Okay, where were we? Thank you, Gal Pal. Yes, we were trying to fill the whole board, right? It was awesome to play too. And yes, we did almost fill the whole board and it was all nice. Thank you, Gal Pal. Anytime. Thanks for putting it in, man. It's not like, it's very nice that you came out and just threw a 7 at me, I love it. I love it. Dreamtooth is in the house or coming. Dreamtooth might have to explain. Dreamtooth,
Yo.
you might have to explain about my eyes. You don't see me. You don't see you. You see blackness and stars. What's going on? What do you mean? What do you mean?
That was a joke somebody played on me, and they told me when they look at me, somebody turned to me and like kind of like in a serious tone was like, when I look at you, all I see, like they were trying to like look past me and shit, and like they were like, all I see is stars and darkness and stars.
Right,
And
right,
like,
right. Well, you said the same thing to me. Oh, wow. So you're just replaying it.
yeah. So I was just in the middle of a shift, right? And like I was washing dishes, and they were just, my workmate, and just randomly casual, we were just all casually talking. But then, it's just like, why would you do that to somebody? Why would you just like turn to me and like be all like freaked out, kind of like,
Yeah.
just kind of give me that vibe. And it was
You had
just
me
me,
you
like,
had me think about it for a day and a half. So you did the same,
"Bro,
you perked me out like the same way, So I
it's
had to think
nice,
about it
but
for a
like
day and a half.
your energy is like that, bro." It's like, well, what am I?
That's okay. I enjoyed the journey, man.
Yeah, I mean, the meditation, we have to use our minds in new ways, brother. I'm
Dude, I'm
sorry,
getting so many
I
desperate
really,
calls out here, man.
I'm
I'm getting
sorry,
so
bro.
many
You're
desperate
sorry to
calls.
freak you out, man. I thought I explained it, but I probably didn't come through.
It's when I'm in the chat, right? I was just chatting with you, so it's
Yeah,
hard for me to express myself.
yeah.
I'm a verbal person, sir.
No, we're chilling, and especially
Oh, it's time to get our herbs on, man. I'm ready to grind some more up, smoke some.
all right.
If you
I
got
think
time. If you got time.
I'll join in
Mm.
here. We'll put the campfire up.
So you
Yeah,
smoke cigarettes? A little bit.
yeah, here and there. I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not real.
That
Not.
like well, I was just pushing mine out, after just a
Mhm.
cherry. And I've seen you do that, so it kind of reminded me. I was like, "Oh yeah, you do, but you do it like kind of conservatively."
Yeah, I pop some tobacco in my lip here and there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Most of the time, or I'll take a puff, whatever. But yeah, I got my light set to sound mode.
Your light is on sound mode. There you go.
Check it out.
Hey, where's the poster with the wolf and the lava?
The cat just vomited on it. I was using it as like a carpet kind of. I was using it to do my workouts in my living room, the spare yoga mat. Because
Okay.
I have like a linoleum floor. It's great, easy keep up, but it's texture wrong for my feet. My feetsies, my delicate feetsies.
Right.
I need traction, right? So I used the cat threw up on it today. Threw up on it a minute ago.
Okay. So Ever was asking Rusty what he does for work. Rusty's on disability. Ever says okay. Obviously you don't have to answer this, but Ever's asking, Tooth, what do you do for work?
I'm on disability.
Disability? Okay. So
Uh,
there you go, Ever. We got
uh,
Rusty and Tooth can,
they had to
you know.
claw me back, bro. It was fucking horrible, dude.
Yeah.
They did me the fucking clawback shit. Fuck.
So how, I mean, explain. What do you mean by that? If you can explain in it.
2012 after 9/11 or whatever it was.
Okay.
They had like a bad hurricane, like right after Katrina. They're giving you this money, right, every month,
Right.
and it's like a quarter of what you need to live on, right?
Yeah, it's not a lot of money. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Well, I had a few $1,000s saved up.
And you live in I mean,
I had a few $1,000s saved up. So you never heard about this news story? You could like they're like a 60-minute episode on it or some shit. They clawed it back from me. They said, "Well, we paid you too much money. We need
well,
more."
okay, yeah, yes. Because Tooth, you understand my sons that are in their 20s, they were born with autism, and so I've dealt with this too. So anytime that Social Security, they call it SSID, right? Social Security, insurance, disability, whatever. Um, they always go back and forth. They send them when they're in, because also they get kicked all the way out of the system. But when they're in the system, they send them checks. They said we overpaid, and then they start like shorting checks, and then they stop you again, and then they tell you to come back, and they say you owe them so much, and so Rusty goes through that, you go through that.
Over $2,000, and then it was more than that after that. Like they were like, "Oh, actually, we need more money from you or something. Like we can't keep paying you
Right.
or whatever it was." Yeah.
Now, ever said what brought Tooth into Eastern religion?
And if we're gonna talk about one subject, let's just talk about one subject maybe. Let's take it.
Oh, okay. I
I'm
was
quite
just fielding
developmental
whatever
on a
asked.
lot of
Yeah,
these things. You know what I mean? Like verbally, I'm fish out of water.
I got you, bro. I was just fielding what he asked. Yeah, it's not interesting. I mean, it's actually not even like important. I don't think.
Whole repertoire with word. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not quite there.
It's okay. It's okay, bro. It's okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, no, it's all good.
Yeah.
Um,
No, no,
I,
no. I mean, I don't even know why that. I mean, it's not even important, right? So yeah, he asked if you dipped. I mean, as far as the tobacco,
I don't dip
no. Rusty does. Rusty dips a little bit, yeah. A little bit of tobacco.
because I enjoy it, and there's since I got the long COVID, I actually the tobacco. I mean, it helps with your ligaments. It's like a conditioning agent for me now. Like I'm on
Yeah.
all these supplements that I find really help, and I'm just going good to herbs. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know the herbal therapy. Got to keep taking our ashwagandha and shit. Yeah, I'll ramble on.
Well, I've always loved tobacco. I mean, it's never been a conflict with me. I know, of course, there's all these dangers and whatever, but cultures have used it in ways, for a long time. And also other people, I mean, just to be honest, other people take anxiety medications and things like that. So if this is my way, like I really don't care, like if that bothers you, it just feels natural and normal to me. And I do feel it's anti-anxiety. I mean, I will not lie. Like I get that benefit immediately. Like the first couple of hits to the head, I'm chill. The nicotine hits, it really helps.
Oh yeah, there's a few things for sure. Yeah, I mean it's a shade leaf. You heard about doctrine of signatures, talking about herbal medicine. If you want to talk about that,
No, sir, but I'd like to hear about it. Sure. I haven't heard about it, but yeah, let's hear about it.
take a look. Take a rip.
Yeah, it's time to. Oh yeah, I just rolled up this little pinner. It's time for me to hit that too, brother. It's time for me to go.
Doctrine of signature says that what a plant looks like, or like the conditions around it, and like the qualifications, the qualities, and the proportionalities, all the qualities of the plant will tell you what type of medicine it's gonna like reflect into you, kind of
Oh
situation.
yes,
Yeah,
yes. That makes absolute sense because again, they talk about the plants that you cut open. This one it looks like it looks like a pair of lungs, like a walnut or something. Good for your lungs. Oh, look at this one. You cut it in half. It's like your heart. Good for your heart. The kiwis, the all those things. Yeah, of course. Yes, that's
what's a
beautiful.
what's a tiger good for? Oh, that's not a plant. That's an animal. Oh,
A
I get
tiger.
myself sometimes.
What's a star fruit good for?
I'm not trying. I'm trying to say to my acacia plant, like, no, we're not trying to eat you. No, I love you over there. I gotta see how much love I can pour into
Well,
myself. I got.
hey, look, man. I mean,
I
you
got.
and I, we're the
I
same
got
age.
what the,
We're the
yeah,
same age. They've always put all this thing into the beta carotene, for the carrots. You cut the carrot open, it looks like a nice bright eye. You know what I mean?
totally. How about that? Yeah. How about that? Why are bananas in three sections? Why? What's significant? Like, why is it like that? I
Ah,
won- I wonder. Can ask.
right.
You can ask and explore and figure it out. Maybe like, not that you have to figure anything out, but sure.
Hey, I've never been to India, okay? So
Right.
I've never had a finger banana, actually, an Indian finger banana. Never.
Yeah, yeah.
So the only ones I've ever had are the Dutch Cavendish bananas, right? And they used to have the huge seeds that they had to breed out.
Another kind of banana, like a Hawaiian banana. I had
Mm,
a couple of different Hawaiian bananas from that got into California when I was living there.
okay. Well,
Yeah,
I've only had one kind. You know what I mean? Even though I've been surrounded by Indians, Pakistanis, or whatever in my life, I've still never had an India banana. You know?
yeah.
you you probably have, right?
Yeah, it's like well, probably. Yeah, since I was there for like 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I ate some fucking delicious, yeah, fruit type desserts and shit for sure.
So ever, it's interesting that you mentioned chewing gum because, like I said, the Dutch Cavendish banana that we have now had to be genetically modified over and over by selective breeding. Like, there's no real magic in genetic modified anyway. But, anyways, by selective breeding to get the seeds down. So, we eat all those seeds in the banana. It breaks into three, like Tooth said. Tooth is the same age as me. And guess what, Tooth? Remember back in the day when there was one big ass seed down at the end of it?
I
It's
think so.
not there anymore.
Not sure I know what you're talking about though.
At the end of the banana, like where, at the bottom end, there used to be one big ass seed that you had to throw away.
I don't remember that.
Oh, it used to be like that. I'm sorry that you don't remember it, but it was weird because it's gone now, by the
Yeah,
way. It's gone.
it
But
does. It changes. Yeah,
when
look
he
look
mentions
look up
chewing gum, apparently the old banana that you couldn't eat because there was too many seeds or they were too big, apparently that's the flavor that they put in juicy fruit.
Oh man, have you had the strain juicy fruit?
No, I haven't. Not yet. No.
Oh, I
What
had
do
it
you
back
think?
in '97. That's when I started smoking.
Yeah, in 97? Okay.
Yeah.
In
That's,
97, I was trying to get Northern Lights or, something like that, I think.
oh man, we smoking good, are we not?
Oh, now we are. Now we can get anything we want.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice.
2025.
I haven't even moved to concentrates, live resin, or anything yet. I've never done a dab. I'm waiting. You
You can
know.
buy dry sift, you can buy Duff and make all kinds of awesome edibles. You can buy syrups and different. Yeah, you can buy all the different edible stuffs.
Well, I'm about to make some cookies, and I was thinking about doing some cannabis butter with them. You know.
Um, how I got into what Eastern, I always loved everything exotic because like I had to my obsession, my early obsession was how can I give mom's voice weight in the house with my dad, and his like needing to like do his thing, like, and he had so much going on, like momentum wise. It just seemed like
Your dad was dominating, and ever he's trying to
yeah,
answer how he got into Eastern mysticism because exoticism or exotic things were amplifying your mother's voice in the home for you.
for me, like my type of escapism and like self-seeking, it kind of just all seemed to like gel for my personality. What I was complexing with, I needed to complexify my shit. So,
Hmm.
and it was terrible. That's a terrible response, like for no reason to be like throwing your mind away kind of situation. It was really horrible, like the trauma I had to go through. But to say why I chose to like really invest myself into it, I did at some
Right.
point, and like I'm living with those consequences too. And like, so it brings up a lot just to ask, So it's a big
Yeah.
when you invest years and years and years, and like it goes a certain way, it goes that way.
Yeah.
Hey,
When I met my wife, with my son, he was 6 years old. My son.
I love it. Yeah.
But when I met her, he was into this. He was into, and this is just Year of the Snake right now. But he was into that red and gold, that aesthetic. He was into that when I met him, and like to him, that was exotic. It's like if he went to China Jade or whatever the place was, he felt like he was in another world, and that was a big deal to him. And I noticed, and I just played into it. So it turns out he was born Year of the Monkey, stuff like that. So I just played into it to encourage his interest.
Yeah.
you know
Um. I had a dad that didn't like me having fun, so
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like I said, just in the last thing that you said, it was about him dominating the atmosphere. And,
yeah,
of course, you've said more to me, and that's okay. I'm sure it'll just come out over time. But yeah, I mean,
yeah. But it's funny, like you say. I mean, there's different styles of behavior that we observe in people, and this is what we do, and we learn what from what we like. We do what we know, then we
right.
go. But where are we gonna go with our big emotions?
Yeah, I mean, I learned from every
Probably
bruise,
my
I learned from
my
every wrong turn. I learn from the wrong turns I make all the time, just trying to express myself openly and honestly, bam, bam, bam. I find all the corners and I'm like, oh, wow, wow, wow. I'll back
yeah,
off. I'll back off. I
yeah,
promise.
yeah. Well, yeah. But I'm saying blind avenues exactly. Like it's a great. Like I'm just. Uh, I'm trying to. What am I trying to say?
You're adding value right now. That's what you're doing. You're good. You're good. Take your time. You're adding value.
Got to swivel to
I know. I know.
the worm that quantum, the quantum leap. I heard
Oh
there's
yeah, yeah. You can show off your quantum leap poster. See, the thing is, you're smoking a bong. I'm still smoking a joint, so I still got that. I got my comfort. You know what I mean? Like you have to relight your comfort.
yeah. I
I've got
heard
mine in hand.
there's like supposedly there's like these little like tubular things that like connect us all and shit, you know.
Sure.
According to like the latest like quantum modeling, it's like little tubes.
Well, yeah, when I was talking about like real computers, Ever was talking about the quantum computing. That shit's so funny to me because I like to say that in such a reductive, like Luddite manner. I'm like, you're talking about dragons and I'm talking about seahorses. The difference is seahorses are real. You know, I love to do that reductionist Luddite thought, you know. Like, what are you talking about? Future machines. You know, I like to be all dismissive. Just for comic effect, man. But yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'm talking about real computers. You're talking about.
We're gonna come together here somewhere. Yeah, this is a river path we are trekking. I'm a poet, you know. I'm a published poet, JoE.
I bet you are, man. I bet you are. How'd you do that?
Uh, yeah, I got one of them anthologies. Like I think I probably paid them
Oh,
money.
okay. You know what that's called, right? Yeah, that's called sharking.
Yeah, I got sharked.
You got sharked, yeah, yeah. So I have a press release because I got a PR company, and you know how they shark me on that. You know how they shark you on that. They tell you like, and we're gonna find somebody to give you a write up. I mean, come on. It's just like The Office. They just call the other guy. They're like, "Hey, Brian, write something up for him." You know. So I got sharked a little from my representation company, and we'll find somebody to give you a write up. You know. Come on now. But yeah, no, that was the old school thing. They used to get them in books, and like it's so funny because you know that's exactly what you say first. Hey,
Yeah,
I'm a published poet, you know, and you're like,
yeah,
how'd that happen? Well, you know, I'm in a book of 21 poems.
yeah. No, it was a anyway.
No, 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 it's awesome, and it doesn't devalue the art of your poetry. I mean, a lot of people they love to go, especially Song Shark Records. If they can go find Song Shark Records, they get to hear all these songs from, you know, the unheard voices of the world.
I've had
You
many.
know,
Yeah,
there's a lot of value in that, bro. There's a lot of value in that, you know?
I ended up living next to the famous American beat poet. Uh, he started a Zendo in California, where right next to where I was living.
He started what?
He started a Zendo right next to where I was living. I'm forgetting his name. He bought a piece of land with Allen Ginsberg, who you might know. His
Right,
name
yeah.
his name's escaping me, but another beatnik,
Okay.
kind of like Allen Ginsberg, kind of type of dude. He was
But
a
not, he didn't buy, or well, actually, I'm sorry. I was thinking of Timothy Leary, but he didn't even buy that land in the,
but
uh,
anyway, you know, it's just funny, like you know, these connections. How I love it. Like, you know,
right.
I love talking to people. Yeah, people are awesome.
It's awesome that your sister's birthday was yesterday. My sister's birthday was yesterday. I mean, you know, now you, me, my sister, we're all the same age. We're all the same age, you know?
The quantum flux, bro, it's real.
We found the right place to be today. We've been aligning ourselves with like the proper path for so long that we found the right place to be today. Why is that not fair? Didn't you put in enough days and hours and work to get to the right place now?
Pat myself on the back.
Yeah, that's right. Because you've been you've been aligning that back the whole time, you know. And it's time to dance. Where's the hip hop, man? Ever doesn't know that you know you're a heavy rapper. He didn't know that.
Just be quoting Al Mal.
Oh
I just
yeah, you got to get out that mug, man. The Al Mal mug.
I just be quoting some Al Mal lyrics, bro. I love it. I bang his shit in my little in my ride, in my whip.
Right, right, right. Oh yeah, how's that doing, man? You didn't have a real problem with your ride, right? It's good.
It's you might be giving me a panic attack. I'm not sure why the battery's dying. The battery's relatively shouldn't die, but
Oh,
no, it's good. It's good.
okay. Well, you
I'm
know what? The only thing I can suggest right now, if your battery does seem to be draining when you're not using it, just take one off. Just take one side off right now, and then figure out what's wrong. But don't let it continue to drain when you're not using it.
Yeah, I've only noticed some weird behavior when I have like the key in. It's like, oh, anyway, nothing. I'm sure it's fine.
Nah, no big deal. No big deal. Just chill. Just chill. So here we go. Here, I sparked it back up.
Chill it out. I'll
You
see
gotta
it.
hit that bubbler. You gotta hit that bubbler.
Gotta put it down. I gotta put down some music for it.
No,
Right.
play some.
Yeah.
Woo. Thank you for coming around to that question when you were ready to. That was really cool. He probably felt bad that he asked. You know what I mean? So you probably made him feel a lot better, just because he didn't know that it was loaded. When he asked, but you came back around.
Fucking like I'm trying to tell you. No, yeah. I hear you. I hear what you're saying. Appreciate you. I appreciate you being the dude that you are for the whole thing. Frame.
There you go. There you go. We're gonna listen to some chant.
What's this going on? I have no idea. Whoa. Sadhguru. Yeah. I'll find. What should we put on? Should we put on Al Mal?
Well, I mean, that was pretty good music, but yeah, you could put on Al Mal. Yeah, please.
Yeah. Let me show you an Al Mal video.
Yeah, one of the books, the Path to Perfection or whatever.
Yeah.
I was gonna take a picture of that one, before we came up, but I didn't know you were coming up tonight, like so.
Oh, okay. Well, I could Google it to see it if you want to talk about it. Sounds like an
No,
interesting.
it's just one of the regular, AC Krishna consciousness books. It's just the Path of Perfection. The Path of Perfection is what it's called. It's just one of the in the series of, endless 27 books. It's so, I must say this, right? So it was so hard in my college days to get my actual study books, right? So like one of these, right? I mean, there's like 18 of these, right? So if Amazon did not exist, I never could have got through all that.
Yeah.
I never could have got all the fucking materials that I needed when I was actually in school if there was no Amazon.com. Now, you know what Amazon does now, right? They appease our favorite interest of let me get that tomorrow. And they also like destroy the rest of the world. And they take up all the land for data centers and whatever. So it's a really, really necessary evil now.
There's 5 Starlink satellites pooping out every day back into the atmosphere, adding metal to our ionosphere, to our, like the different sections of our atmosphere, and then like the solar rays are penetrating deeper. So
Yeah.
it's creating more ozone, which is not good. We need oxygen.
Amazon has patents on like storing shit up there. Like they don't do it, but they have like patents on like putting shelves up above the clouds and just storing boxes of shit up there.
My mind, bro. What?
They're not doing it yet, but they want to be the first to do it when they do it.
Yeah. That's that
So,
is.
but literally, like I couldn't even have done my college study if they didn't exist. I couldn't have done it.
Then okay. My eyes are open. What are we gonna do? Who are gonna be the good actors out there on these streets?
My friend, the idea is you take care of that cat, you take care of that home, you take care of your own garden,
That's right.
and
That's
you be
right.
a good person. You be a good person.
That's right. You know it.
And
Local
you do it
solutions.
and don't judge anybody else. They can take it or leave it. They're adults. They can do whatever they want. But you do it. Take care of Floof. Take care of the place, take care of the grounds and do your thing.
Local solutions. It's very cool. For sure. No, I appreciate the bright light, maybe. Get the lighting situation right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we get great feedback here about having you in, man. People like to see you.
Yeah. I'm wearing my relatively new. We got this. We're doing Skechers, man. It's kind of like old people shoes. I'm not proud of my financial situation. I would love to have cool, freaking Nike shoes. You know what I'm
Nice
saying?
kicks. Nice kicks in. Yeah, everybody loves kicks, right?
Yeah, I do have. I do have some free runs though. I have the Nike free runs. I really like that slipper type.
Oh,
It's
I messed up. I messed up last time. I had no shoes left, and whatever I was wearing hurt. And I was with my father in Target, but it was in the winter, and so I was like, hold on, because we were just hanging out having coffee at the Starbucks in the front of Target, and I was like, oh
one
shit,
second.
oh shit, oh yeah, we went click click too.
Right back.
Right on, right on. I clicked out for no reason for something too.
Yeah.
Yo,
So acid bath is getting back together.
oh yeah,
Yeah, have you heard of acid bath?
yeah, I got 2 acid bath LPs. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's my local. That's my
Right,
town.
they're from Louisiana, or they're from New Orleans, or just from Louisiana. I don't remember exactly, but
Yeah, well they're from my town. So
oh wow, they're from your town.
Yeah.
They got that one. They got that one John Wayne Gacy Pogo the Clown record. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. How did they have that affiliation where they got like a Pogo painting from J.W. Gacy? You know? Do you know? Because they're from your town. Maybe you know.
No, I don't know.
Okay. All right. Well, I
I
mean, like
I don't know.
Merle Allen, Gigi Allen's brother. He had contact with Gacy and did all a lot of trades and stuff. But I just wonder about acid bath. I don't know. I don't know. But that's always like been a question to me. Like, how did they make that? Because if you throw something out like that,
You talking
remember
about this
that's the
album
person.
cover, the clown? Uh,
Yeah, the pogo. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, so in the history of literal serial killers, right? Like in a series, he has 32, 33, whatever in a
Wow.
series. And he's basically the most prolific serial killer ever, John Wayne Gacy, because the only other thing you have is Henry Lee Lucas, but he apparently, it seems, was making up a bunch of false confessions, to string people along and stuff like that, make himself more famous. Apparently, he was also big into like strawberry milkshakes and Lucky Strikes or something. You know what I mean? But he strung along a lot of police and made shit up. I mean, come on, man. You think any of these like police psychics that they used to feature in the 80s, you think any of those were legit? Like, really think about it for a second. Like, do you think any of those people were legit?
Maybe one in Clement.
80?
I don't
One in
know.
80.
Don't tell me. Uh, yeah.
Man, that stuff, to me, it seemed
Maybe
very
not. Maybe they're
egregious.
all. Yeah. Yeah.
It seemed egregious, It seemed like really, really fake, and they didn't give a shit. And they just figured, like, who cares?
Wow. Yeah, some freaking that. Have you seen that movie, The Irish Bombing, with the gang, the Irish Mafia, with all those bombings?
I didn't see the movie, no. Tell me about it.
Oh my God, it's so good. It'll leave an impression. I mean,
You know, we've talked about this. We don't want to dwell in the negatives in the world, but at the same time, like they inform the rest of us. Like, that's how I guess sometimes we can get our happiness is to be away from this misery, but to understand it.
we
We've
can't
talked
repeat,
about it.
can't repeat that shit. Yeah, I
Yeah.
just said, you know, not that we need, not that we need to make new cases. Um, I freaking
Well,
heard.
hey, you talk about I mean, like you think about it, like John Wayne Gacy, right? He's that kind of killer. He's one of the worst people. He took advantage of young, poor, disenfranchised kids, maybe runaways, this and this and this. And he did it that many times. And it's like that confirmed. And like, so he's that much of the bad guy. But in a fictional sense, Freddy Krueger, he would be like somebody equal to that type of person. And then people, they don't have any problem wearing a sweatshirt or a hat that has Freddy Krueger all over it. But it's kind of like the same character traits, right? I mean, maybe there is a day to wear the Freddy Krueger or the Pogo the Clown mask, but maybe some days you should leave it back.
Oh well. Oh, I mean, you got to play the role. You got to put on the mask appropriate to the role. But I mean, that's just, yeah. I
Yeah,
would say
yeah,
that. I'd say that. I hear what you're saying too. You're saying a few things. I think
yeah,
this.
yeah. I'm
There's
saying people
social
like kind of
pressure.
downplay the reality of,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. There are social circumstances and social. I mean, there are certain things going on for sure.
yeah. Well, I'm glad that you know. Like, we're speaking on a couple levels, and that's all it takes because, I don't want to dig into it. And like I said, we've had these conversations about not dwelling in negativity, but
So,
you have to also understand that.
I think we should just call it a war on women been going on since since Christianity basically got organized. I don't know. When
Yeah.
did it start? This war on like the feminine,
Well,
it's
that's
crazy.
easy. That's easy. There are no power roles in the church for women. I was thinking about, oh my gosh, I don't know why you're saying it today, but I was
Well,
thinking about it yesterday.
well,
Why? You know, I know why I was thinking about it.
we want to protect our siblings,
Yeah.
and they suffer.
Well, but I also know I was thinking about it because I'm about
Yeah.
to send Cosmic a papal magic book. It's like the Pope Honoris book. Apocryphally. It's not really
Oh,
ascribed to any one person, but anyways, it's a presentation of that, and I'm gonna send it to him. And I showed him on the live, and I thought about it, and I'm sitting here, and I have a Bible over there that I can't read because the print's too small. And I saw a smaller Bible the other day, and
yeah.
I was like, well, shit, I couldn't read that either. And then I came home and I'm about to send that out. And like you said, then it was my sister's birthday. And I just thought of the little fucking hats, like the hats that men wear, your little fucking little dome hats, like you're wearing a hat now, but I'm just thinking in the Pope sense, right? And I'm like,
Uh,
there is no position of power in this church for women. None. N-U-N. There is no position of power for women in this church. N-U-N. What do they get to do? The sisters, they're allowed to go hide over there,
yeah.
pray, and go to sleep. Their job is to quietly pray and go to sleep and shut up. And it's so funny. There's no place for them. There is NUN.
Wow. Yeah.
And that just came to me yesterday. And I was like, there's nobody of power. And then I thought about how, like, I come from the diversified communities where there's all sorts of splintered out churches of Protestant and Baptist and
Mm.
other denominations and, Unitarian and everything else. And
Yeah.
so then I was thinking, well, where is their power? And it never even like tops like deacon or whatever. It never even tops lay people, as they
Yeah.
would say in Catholicism, lay people.
Unitarian stuff. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, no, because the only last words I can say are there are no positions of power open to women in the church. I mean, I spent a lot of time and like a lot of emotional peaks and valleys, but those like 6 words or whatever is all that matters. There's no positions of power for women in the church. you know. Please prove me otherwise.
But everybody was born from a mother.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we're right into the Eid and the mother and the moon and all that.
The sort of ISIS. Yeah. Um, there's this YouTube channel I was just thinking of. Theosophia Rising. She does subconscious. Uh, she does like a one of those ones that'll like open like a subtle frame. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
No, 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 that's okay. Wait, hold on. Let me see if I have this right. Right. Hold on. Theosophia,
Theosophia Rising. Yeah.
like Theosophia,
Yeah. She's like a
and then
healer.
rising.
She's a healer. Yeah.
Is she in Theosophy as Maja is?
Um, as who is? I don't know. I'm not familiar with. I'm
Well,
familiar with Theosophy a little bit, but no, she's not necessarily like she's not associated with that. So
okay. Well, I mean,
a lot of,
Theo's,
yeah.
like,
So it's just
and
like technology. We can all connect. 2025.
what are you
Uh,
holding? What is that? I couldn't see it. I'm sorry.
Ganesha.
Oh, okay. You got a Ganesha?
Oh, his pants are falling down. His shirt was falling down. His pants are falling down. I got to fix them up.
So isn't that interesting? The people that are born with that that sort of like face flap, how they're considered of incarnations of Ganesha, right?
Oh, I think so. Yeah, there's that
Isn't that
set.
something?
Believing. They have all these weird tribal, they have so many tribes in India, bro. They
For
with their
sure.
own quirks.
Well, they always have local gods and things. I mean, like more specific. It's like we focus on such and such locally, like counties or something.
Um, right, like they got temples and then they got like, little caves, of course, right? Like each family will have their little mountain cave that they go to.
Yeah.
But it's like a full of, the mountain be full of caves and each family will be, it'll be a different cave. You'll have to like trek to and shit. Um, there's this one where I heard this one story where you have to go through this tight passageway and there's like if you can't fit you can fit through one way and then like to fit through the other way like sometimes like the god will like catch them and like they just won't be able to get out and shit.
Oh, okay, so they die or
I
what?
don't know, bro. They have to like just however long it takes that their god wants to hold them there.
I know, but then they turn into beef jerky stuck in between, like some crystals or whatever. Like that's not cool. I
One of the
mean, let
stories
them
that I
go.
told and I read, it was like they don't die there, but they just have to endure being fucking caught up for like a day or three.
Well, then, come on, man. How does it widen out? How does it let them go? Come on
I,
now.
I'm just yeah, that's just
Oh, wait. Oh, I get it. I got it now. I have an answer. Water weight.
yeah.
They just can't fit through. They fit in, but they just can't get back out because there was too much sodium in their bloodstream. And once they lose that 20% water weight, they're going to slip right back through, right? Because I would hate for God to be like, you got to be stuck between two crystals until you dry up into beef jerky because
It's about managing your water in your system.
didn't
So
you ever see that movie 21 Minutes or whatever? I forget what it was called. The one where the guy got stuck in the rock.
yeah, I
Had,
think I
had
did.
to chew his arm off or whatever. Like I don't think he would do that.
Right, right. But I mean, I guess it'd be terrifying. You know what I mean? Just to be like, oh, I can't move. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And they were like, you had too many cheeseburgers last week. Wait till you lose, 12 pounds of water. Now you're back. You're back. You're back. I got you now. I thought it was like punishment to death, but I got you now.
but
Just water weight loss.
probably.
Yo, Jessica, what's up? I have a great time with you, Tooth. I hope you're not
Um,
uncomfortable.
I have a good time. I have a good time.
Cool, man. Her karaoke machine broke, man.
We were chilling. We were talking about the light, keeping our chakras aligned. Maybe. What do my
Yeah.
chakras do? Get them spinning.
What's Ganesha blessing us with right now, man? What's the good luck? What are we looking for in life? Balance?
He's looking. He's looking. He's looking. He comes with the eye of Yes, the best. We gotta move the thing around here. Get the energy going.
It probably is a time of action in the spring here. You know what I mean? We have to work hard to.
Well, Friday is gonna be cleaning day for me here. I'll be sure to get
Yeah,
that
I
off.
think that's important this week. I really do. I think that's important.
Oh man, I just got the good karma, bro. I got it lined up. You know what I mean? From dream time from so many years ago. Real time. Um, real time.
I'm gonna put my serpent back on, man.
Hashtag creation.
Here we
I'm
go.
supposed
Just
to
like
come
your
up with
ring,
all
right? Here you go. Here you go. See it. Here we go. See it is. Now it's close. Now it's close. Take a look, Tooth. I want to put the serpent back on, but I want to show you
that.
when it's close.
Oh, nice. I see. I see. It is therefore.
Oh, I think I broke it. Oh shit, I did.
No,
No, I can fix it. I can fix it. There's no big deal.
just came off.
No, I broke it right now, but I can fix it because I got tools. I guess I'll just I'll just save it.
You got to do your Chinese horoscope and see what elemental forces are you're driving with
Well,
from the.
I know what I was born as because April 12th, 1978, Earth Horse.
Right, right.
Yeah, that's all I know right now.
Oh yeah.
Never marry a dog. That's what the menu always said.
That yeah. So
Everywhere it said never marry a dog, and I was like, well, I never would marry a dog. You know what I'm saying? I was like, you didn't have to tell me that.
I'm inviting you in.
What did you learn from your Chinese horoscope?
Metal's lucky, and that I don't know why that matters. It matters to other people more than it matters to me.
What kind
But
of metal? What kind of metal?
just metal in general. Like
You have iron ore, right?
I used to.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I do. I do have the concretions. Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
It's like basically pure iron. So yeah. Oh,
So the Chinese restaurant. Did you hear me last time when I said
oh. Remind me.
the
No.
one right up the street from my house, the Chinese restaurant? They made it all the way from China to my neighborhood to sell rice and do things like that. They all had beautiful tailored clothes, ruffles, gold, not little gold, but 28, more carat gold. And the one time somebody tried to rob him, he pulled a 9mm right out from the podium where they just have the little guest book, and he shot the guy 3 times in the chest, and he drug him out in the street and left him, and he called the police himself. And nobody ever robbed him again. That was freaking crazy. Because, then next week, if you want some orange chicken or maybe an egg foo young, you got to go to that same guy and be like, how you doing? And you don't want to get on his bad side because now you know what he does. He
Yeah.
said, I did not come all the way here from China to put up with your bullshit. That's what he said. It was really crazy, man. That shit blew my mind because he didn't say a word. He just shot the guy 3 times in the chest. Give me your money. And he dragged him outside and called the police. Hey, pick up this guy.
The business owner took the gun. Took a gun.
They had the gun the whole time. The Chinese restaurant always had the gun under the podium. Nobody
Oh,
knew because nobody ever bothered them. Everybody went in there that had a good time and went home.
but
Some
somebody
guy
took
said,
him off.
hey, man, give me your money. And he was like,
Oh, I see. Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like they never thought about it
Basically.
before. It wasn't in a
Yeah.
safe. It was just under the book.
Yeah.
And I was just like, wow, you know what I mean? That's just like, I don't know, when a jackal comes from out of the darkness and gets you by the throat or whatever. You didn't see it coming, did you? You know, but
So let me tell you a story now.
yes, please. Yes, please.
The way my dad tells it, or I try to remember. I think I've only heard it once, but my dad is like me. He doesn't talk a lot. But I have apparently I have a first cousin that back in the 70s got it in his ass to take his girlfriend in the van. You know, he's coming from this local, marsh town, and he goes up to ride to Colorado because he had seen on or heard about skiing. So he went up to Colorado to go skiing. Went and drive in the van straight up, like to the mountain or whatever, not, sleeping in the van or whatever, and figuring out how to get skis, figuring out how to get up the mountain. And like the way my dad tells it, like nearly killing himself going down the mountain, of course. Hopping in the van and coming back because that's just what we do. Would just be crazy like that, apparently. No, I don't know. That's funny though. Things we do. If it's not dangerous, come on, a little bit.
Well, yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, that's what we go through. Those are great times. Those are great times to stretch out and find danger, but we need to
Yeah,
leave all that behind and not, never jump
yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah.
Always just plan, be stoic, just be about it. Like you said, Friday, right? You already know. It's not even Tuesday, but
Yes,
you
that
already
you
know
tell me
Friday
that
you're
it's
gonna attack.
Tuesday.
You already know Friday you're gonna attack what you have on plan right now,
Yeah,
That's the way to do it. Save that energy, chi it up, you know what I mean? Get it, get it,
yeah,
get it, get it, and
it's just
boom, throw
just
it out.
yeah,
That's the
that's the way.
impact of action that Sadhguru says, right? The impact of action. It's profundity of experience. Everybody enjoys and wants and does that anyway. But then the impact of action. Well, impact of action requires you to look before you jump. Look before you jump. You know what you're going to do on Friday, and it's going to be so much more impactful
I'm like
because,
different dude with different moves. Yeah, well,
but yeah, if you take a step back and look at the big picture, right? I get to fine tune details. I'm like, and that's going to go over there. That's going to go over there. I can take fewer steps. I can make an efficiency even of steps and directions and staging areas and ending areas, just
yeah,
all a
yeah.
business. You got your mind, your world, your mind field. It's all a
I'm with
business.
you, bro. Yeah, we'll make a day the better day that we can do it. If I ate so good today, I'm gonna try to eat a little better tomorrow.
I didn't even eat today. I need to. I didn't even eat today. That's probably when my hair is like dry. I can see it's
Well,
dry.
we made soup today, and I'm defrosting some red beans.
Yeah.
That's it.
I think I got veggie burgers to eat, which is okay. That's fine with me.
Well, I don't know why I got this air in my water line. I shouldn't have air in my water line.
I don't know. Why is it making noise or what?
Like when I turn the faucet on, it
Yeah,
like
is it like
spits out.
making noise or
It just spits out air for a second first. Yeah, it
oh
spits
shit?
out.
Are you
But
plugged in under the building? Like is there a plug in?
yeah, it's there's a break in front of the trailer and another break in the utility room.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm plugged in front of in front outside.
And you never had any problem like of freezing or anything like that, right? There's no leaks around.
Yeah, it started after a freeze. It started after not after a freeze, after like they had like a problem and it like repressurized the shit or whatever.
Okay.
That was like a month that was like so yeah, it's been like a month.
Man, I lived in a trailer. You know, it was
But it's
freaking
not, you know, I
crazy.
mean, I fucking, it's,
Well, no, I mean, I lived in a trailer and it was great also. But no, we lived in a trailer one winter and we lived at the bottom of a hill. And when the pipe broke, it just sprayed all up into the top, like where the water heater would have been. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we had this one winter like that. We got it fixed real easy, but we were at the bottom of the hill on that trailer, and it was a big deal because the bottom of the hill wouldn't get the sunlight that we needed to defrost. So we ended up getting this industrial wrap around the pipes. We got really thick, strong pipes, and then we got like double, what do they call it, heat tape on both sides, you know? That's what we had to do.
yeah. That's what you got to do. Yeah, I still got my, yeah, we had a freeze, so.
Well, I don't think it ever gets as cold there that it does here in Virginia, right?
Hell no, bro. Well,
Yeah, I
I
don't think
never
so.
need to use that tape stuff, but
Yeah.
just like like that pool noodle stuff, and
Yo, Shahir, Sakira, how you? I mean,
I used to hair.
Sakira, Sikandar Ali. How you doing? Salam, Sikandar.
Namaskaram. I bow to myself. Namaskaram. I bow to you, Bob. Namaskaram. I bow to myself.
And what does the Native American say? Beauty before me, beauty behind me, beauty to the left of me, beauty to the right of me.
The beauty path. I walk the beauty. May we all walk the beauty path.
What is it? May the
Another one.
grand spirit guide my path, and grandmother, whatever, be my home, or something like that. All about that. All about that universality.
Oh, the beauty way. You gotta read that. Yeah.
Right?
We should reread it.
Salam, brother. Oh, I don't have it to reread, but I will. I guess they probably have it online, right? You're doing great.
Let's I'll read a heart chakra, the Anahata chakra. We could read some qualities about the Anahata chakra.
Looks good to me. What do you think, Sikandar? Sikandar Ali.
What's Secunda say? I ain't doing great. I'm sending you blessings, Secunda.
He's a good man. He probably thinks I'm drinking on my chai. No, it's too late for my chai. No caffeine, okay?
I am doing good. I have caffeine. I had like so much of milligrams of caffeine that I took earlier this evening.
Yes, sir.
Set my
Oh,
evening light.
I drank a Red Bull today, an 8-1, like a little tiny 8-ounce. But I haven't had one in 2 years, and it was a sugar-free Red Bull. But I did it because my sons and I went to 7-Eleven, and they had like a 3 for $6 or whatever. So I did it. No, I don't have any chai right now.
So I say, how am I? I'm great. I'm great. Super
Oh,
great.
Kiale.
Super great.
Good.
Superhero.
Kiale Serdadi, and I'm doing well.
We talked about so many things this evening, like, right?
Why not? Why not, man? We're free. Oi! Sorry. I knocked that shit over.
Oi! No party fouls.
Right? I did.
Stay on target.
It was just the bong. Kiale. How are you? Kiale.
How durable is glass, right? It's awesome. Awesome. You love glass.
Chai wala. Pange wala. I have tea here. I have water here. Mente kun. I'm fine. Mente kun. Kiale, how are you? Mente kun. I am fine. Kiale.
Apkanam dream
Salam,
truth.
brother. Salam alaikum. Walaikum salam. Ik do teen char panch ke sa.
Apkanam kya hai?
See? We're trying, man.
Hare Hare. Radhe Krishna, spirit and nature, nature and spirit dancing together. Radhe Krishna. They say Radhe Krishna. He gave her the motherfucking flute. He said, I am never playing this flute again, bitch.
You mean to Radha?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, she was okay, but she was nowhere as like enchanting as him, according to the stories.
Sure. I mean, he's well. I mean, he's kind of an analog to Lucifer in the beauty and the talent department.
Isn't that funny?
Not to me. Not to me.
Oh, it's terrible. Oh, I'm, yeah, it's beautiful. Beautifully terrible and terribly beautiful. No, I'm messed up in the head. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay, man. If you're not messed up in this world, then you're not right.
You can't have a spiritual ego bigger than mine. I'm gonna fuck you.
I don't. I don't believe anybody's God's bigger than anybody else's.
Right. Thank you
We
for
all
saying
need to.
so and keeping us grounded.
We all need
As
to work
far as
together, man.
as far as the mineral vibrations, we gotta rip it.
It's all the size of the mountain or size of the elephant, like parable. Everybody sees a different side of the same mountain or elephant. Or whatever.
There was 7 blind children, and they all feel a different part of the elephant. Their father's asking him. One of them thinks an elephant is a rope.
Right.
You got Plato's allegory with the cave, which we should all understand.
Oh, you
Plato.
were speaking about that. Yeah, you were speaking about that. So that's taking the impressions and images that you get from like the light that's being let in and let out from the cave, and the whole play that you create in your mind by making order out of
You think that
filtered
that's
light.
you. You think that's all there is, though.
Well, for sure.
It's kind of like saying that the whole point of it, the way I understand, is kind of saying like your persona is not you, and we should all understand that. We should all have some sort of contact with the exiting the cave. We should all feel touched at some point in our life. We should all feel loved. We should all, I don't know. That's my interpretation.
Right.
Take heart and take to the path of clarity that you can see. Take that path and don't let people tell you that it's not, because that's the whole society. They're in the cave and there's like they don't believe anything exists outside the cave.
You
It's like
know,
the world is always going to tell you, there's a wall there. They're not going to get you to make that door. So you have to make it yourself.
I had a really, like I said about, how I really had to have access to like a wild array of books to actually do my college studies. And, I had different studies. I had pre-college studies, I had preschool studies, and then I had like work time studies, and then I had after work time studies and all kinds of different shit. But, like I couldn't do it without access to like pretty weird material. You kind of have to look at normal and kind of like the dredges of things to make a full perspective, because they can say the people of the time were answer with a sentence. Well, that doesn't represent all the strata. It doesn't represent the rich, the poor, the deviant, the whatever, like there's a lot of other things to look back at. So I'm so glad that I had that access in some way to a wide array of information.
Are you saying that you got a learning from witnessing the dynamic of the human circumstance over time, like that you were studying?
I just think like I said before about Amazon or whatever and like access to stuff, I would have been locked out from broader perspectives because in just like the sort of analog of history or like the anthology, it just gives you one perspective. It says the people of France were so mad about the taxes that they did such and such, and that's not true. There's so many different strata of society always at play,
Coming together on
it's
YouTube, and it's going to frame our communication. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, on here,
one of the
yeah.
things I watched for about a year on YouTube was like the train hoppers, because when they show up to town, you see what town really looks like. You don't see what it looks like when they have a festival on Saturday.
It's a
And that's
giant,
what you see on TV. That's the only thing you see.
yeah.
So when I started watching the train hoppers and they would just show up to a place and you'd be like, this is a ghost town on Thursday, And that's just reality.
Yeah, were they in America?
What's
Or
that?
were they America?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really don't know.
I love the hobo culture kind of thing.
I understand. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, yeah, like I had like a fascination, and I did probably told you about hopping a ride in that with that trucker.
Yeah.
Um,
Like David Cho.
I thought about making my Viking D&D character look like David Cho, like when he had the red painted when he went on
Oh boy. Yep.
with the
Yep.
red.
Did you ever watch Thumbs Up season 1 and 2, David Cho and Harry Kim?
No.
You need to.
Okay.
Thumbs Up season 1 and 2. It's somewhere on Vice. I can't stream anything well, but I've seen all these things. But Thumbs Up 1 and 2, David Cho, Harry Kim, they, they thumb it, man.
They summon.
It's just
Oh.
hilarious. It's hilarious, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
So
I need to reread How to Win Friends and Influence People and get some networking started that a little better and maybe save up some money to buy a PC or some lighting.
people don't read that book anymore, man. They ask AI. You
Oh,
got it wrong, man. You just ask AI.
don't tell me I have it wrong. Don't tell Dale Carnegie I have no. No.
That's funny, man. And also Think and Grow Rich.
Oh, come on. Well, that's just so you're telling me it's just ripping Dale Carnegie, but I mean, I'm just gonna go to the source. I mean,
No, I'm just playing around. I'm just saying how people now say AI. My
right.
nephew, he's the best because he's really, really smart. He still listens to me because he understands there's something, to that kind of logic or knowledge or whatever. And but he also asks AI. He has to do all three. He's brilliant on his own. He understands that there's something to whatever the folk knowledge is or whatever pop knowledge. And then he asks AI and he puts them all together. He puts them all together.
Yeah.
My father is like, man, that guy, you know what I mean? Like he's like, that guy can do anything.
Mm. My grandmother used to blow smoke out her nose, um yeah, you remind me like a bit of her, and your how you laugh is sort of
Right.
yeah
Okay. All right.
yeah
Well, that's cool, man. That's cool.
cool. It's cool. Um,
That's cool. I don't want to be overbearing. I know I'm a very loud and
you're
boisterous
loud, dude.
person.
You're loud, dude. You need to turn your volume down, dude.
No, no, I'm
Thank you.
serious. I'm serious. I don't want to be overbearing.
Um,
Overstimulating, right?
yeah. So we'll have check back in with where am I? Oh, here we go.
You're still at home, brother. You're still at home.
um, I'm trying to follow your point about. Point was about. I don't know what was your point about
I don't know.
being dynamic. That's cool.
No, I don't know right now. I don't know. Unless you can lead me to it. What? No, no, it's okay. It's okay. No pressure. No pressure. I don't know. Maybe I didn't have a point. I got lost in the script, man.
For sure.
Do you want to play Connect 4?
I take my hat off.
Let your hair
No,
breathe.
I'm good. I'm good. Maybe another night though. Glad you
Right.
asked. Appreciate it.
Yeah, yeah. It was just a segue.
Well, cool. Okay, I get off. Say good night, brother.
I know. Me too, man. I guess I'm just worn out and tired. I apologize. Thanks for coming up.
No. Um,
I do have things going on, man. I really can't talk about, but yeah, I'm probably out of energy.
I appreciate that, man. It's just that time of the energies of flinging around, I think. Peace out,
All
Joe
right,
G.
man.
Appreciate you, buddy.
All right, man. Let's be friends. See you later. See you
Let's
soon.
clip around. Clippity clip on the freight.
See you soon.
Battery. See ya.
Bye.